Conversations with King. Today is Tuesday, so you know what it is. It's Queen's Court, Queen's Court, Queen's Court. And I just want to let you know this is a very special show today. So please go and bring people to this channel. Today is the last show of the year, and it's going to be a spicy, spicy show. And we just want to congratulate all the beautiful flowers that are here to represent the Queen's Court. We have one amazing flower. She's behind the stage because we're about to do something that I don't want her associated with because she really is a person that loves her brand and her faith. So we want to make sure we protect her because of that. You understand? So Nikki won't be here for a few minutes, but she will be here for the entirety of the show. Please get people in the room. The faster you get people in the room, the more likes I get, the more compelled I'm willing to show you what I have. And for those who have membership to my YouTube membership page or channel, you have access to this thing that I've been working on. It's not done yet. We have to make sure we handle the legalities of it because we don't want to harass anybody. We don't want to bully anybody. But we want to make sure everybody's protected. Before I continue, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors real quick. Shout out to Ripple. You know, Ripple always keeps it funky. Can't see it for me. No zero nicotine, zero THC, Elite G flavor boost. Please go and get it. Please go and get it. Use the code on the bottom. It's called the Ripple King because every time I touch something, it turns to gold. The Ripple King. Thank you very much. Also, with that being said, Love and Life to the Eyes of Travel. Please go and get it. Can do Apple iBooks, Book Baby, Amazon. Wow. Shout out to Jen for supporting. My flowers always support me. Shout out to you. Once again, members only. Please go to King's Court, YouTube, $10. You don't want to miss the stuff that we're going to drop on there pretty soon before the year ends. Also, last but not least, the merchandise. For those who want the merchandise, look at. Oh, yes. Being great is the new petty, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to be great, and we're going to show off. We're going to do our thing. I appreciate you, Wana. Wana's doing her thing, and shout out to Wana's newfound talent. We're watching you and we want you to grow, and we're going to see how far you assist Wana. LB, we're watching you because we think you have talent. We think you're the next wave. We're the next wave. Like we're like 2022. You're right after us. So we're going to make sure you're good. That's it. You're right after us. I'm telling you. With that being said, how many people got? We got 50 people. Oh, okay, I respect it a little bit. Just a little bit. We need more. 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 Yes. Trust me, y'all want to be here to see this. Okay. Let me be quite frank with y'all. I love how the Black YouTube space got together to support the Lapeef Network. Get in the room. Get in the room. So, you know, yesterday I told you would come back, probably 2 weeks, 30 days, but I knew he was going to come back, and I knew he was going to come back quick. And I started to see that who was supporting him and who didn't support him. And I realized they're trying to fix the game. They only help those who they can actually control. Lapeef Network is a network that has helped a lot of people. And yesterday I saw a man almost lose something that he worked hard for. He damn near cried on the TLA show, the Lady Attorney show. He damn near cried. Please get in a room for this. Get in a room for this. But you had Anton. Anton stood by his side and made sure that he came back. And I said to you, I respect Anton for being loyal. I respect Anton for being a strategist. I respect Anton for being a hard worker. However, I don't really feel those guys. But you can respect someone's work ethic if you don't like them. Like, you know, you have an opponent on a team, somebody in the opposite team, you don't really like him, but you respect that he brings it every night. He brings it every freaking night. And if you know the difference between me and everybody else, I don't really go too deep. I'm trying not to diss him and his family and nothing like that. It's a competition, right? It's like Pepsi and Coca-Cola, right? It's like Gatorade and Powerade, right? It's a competition. We're all fighting for market share. However, shout out to Sherelle, shout out to Lucky Moore. Oh man, Oh damn! Somebody said Roxy Blue said you told a new hole into El Guapo yesterday. Sheesh. With that being said, this is the type of energy we have in the room with the ladies. The ladies are fierce. But to go back to the Peace Network, yesterday I had jokes, but I was serious though. I'm not here to make friends. I don't care how many times I have to tell you that. I'm not here to make friends. I have family. Those who are my family are part of this network, and you have the right to deal with anybody you want to, but I have family. I have family, and y'all my family. The garden is my family. The rocks, flowers, every woman in Queen's Court is my family. My main job is to protect you. So if I see people who promote the disrespect of women and justify it because that's how it's supposed to be, I'm not for that. I don't support any disrespect of women. I don't support the beating, the raping, the violence, the death. I don't. And I don't really cater to women that want to support them. But that's not me. I don't fight women. But I'm going to tell you something. Lapeef is back, and that was a wake-up call for them. Because these individuals are not living up to what they pretend to be. Once again, my respect is for Anton. This is why I'm not going too hard, because of his hard work and how much he put into it. If Anton wasn't there, it would be no Lapeef if it was up to me. I do not promote channels or networks that degrade women. And the women that are still there, you should be ashamed of yourself. The women that have left there, I am proud of you. I don't care how you left there. I don't care why you left there. I'm just glad you're not there anymore, because you deserve the spotlight. You deserve the spotlight. Please do me a favor. Don't compare to that other show, 2022. That we're getting this all out our chest right now. We don't want any more issues with them. I'm gonna tell jokes about them, but that's it. We are on two different lanes. They do what they do, we do what we do. They got their king talk over there, we got our Queen's Court over here. Period. When they go left, we go right. When they go up, we go down. I don't want nothing to be like them at all. We're different. We got a different type of programming coming in. I can't wait till you see Wanda's new program with LB. It's different. The one-on-ones with Jen's program is mainstream. Kim is not playing with y'all. Watch what she does. A lot of y'all people don't realize how funny and sassy Kim is until she gets on the screen. And shout out to Nikki, because Nikki already made strides already. She's going to walk down this faithful path of greatness to the life coach, being a life coach. So this is what we promote. Shout out to Lucky. Even though they're not actually on the network and panel, we have affiliations with people that are doing amazing things. Lucky Marie, she does finance. Who's promoting that? Terry, she does design. We promote women. There's nothing. The most gangster man in the world upholds a woman. You're not tough if you talk down to a woman. You're not tough if you complain to a woman. The way you become a man is how you treat your woman. And if that woman doesn't respect your handle or your level of manhood, then you simply walk away. You're not stuck there. And this is why we're different. And this is why we will continue to be different. Warning shots goes out to the Peep Show. Please, I'm watching everything. I watch the board. I'm really from outside, so I don't attack anybody unless I see several things that I don't agree with. But I watch the board, and the passive aggressive thing, the lip smacking from Rilla, the don't mess with them, who cares about Darrell's page? I'm glad you got to feel what Darrell felt. for one day, even just for one day. At least my boy Darrell didn't cry, Lapeef. At least he didn't cry. At least he didn't cry, because you shed a tear, homie. And there's nothing wrong with men crying, be honest with you. I cry too. I do cry. I don't cry all the time, but I do cry. I cried like 2 times since after I was 16. I cried 2 times, and it was I felt free. But I never cried over money, right? And I know you cried over losing something that you built, so I respect that. But you have to really understand who we are. Peace to Sister George. At the end of the day, tread lightly. Tread lightly. I want you to go back and tell that network, we don't want no problems, but tread lightly, because we already beat you with content already. You hate it, TLA. You hate it on a woman because your manosphere red pill followers or minions wanted you to make her feel like crap. Anton, I respect you coming to the show 2 days, 3 days, 4 days ago. I really do respect that, and I see you as a formidable enemy, adversary. Like I wouldn't let anybody kill you but me. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to put the dagger in you. That's how it is. I have to do it. No one else. I have to do it. This is a movie, and we're gonna live it out. You're agent. You're the agent. I'm Neil. I have to take you down. I can't let anybody do it. I have to do it. But I respect you so much. But what you did and play with the games with Mana, that was kind of that's not sexy, because you I give it to you, man. You got a little sauce and swag to you, but that wasn't fly. That wasn't fly. We're not doing that. This is something serious to me now. It wasn't before. It wasn't. That's why I have a camera that dissolves in water. I didn't take this shit seriously. I'm dead. My Mac is from 2010. My Mac Pro is from 2010. I'm probably missing a key. The shit is heavy. It's heavy like a newborn baby. And I'm still getting busy. I just bought me. I don't want to show my address. I just bought me an iPhone 13 because my thing was looking real well. I'm new to this. This is straight talent. Everybody on here is straight energy and talent. This is why we're killing the algorithms, because they don't know how do you measure talent? How you measure vibe? You can't measure vibes and energy. You can't. There's no analytics that measure vibes and energy. And to be honest with you, my network look better than yours. If you want to get like little like real petty, my net, everybody on my net, none of y'all look better than Darrell. I'm dead serious. None of y'all. That's why some of the people that had to kick out none of y'all look better than Darrell. None of y'all look better than Hanifa and Mayat when they was here. Nobody. None of them. They didn't look better than them. Nobody. Y'all don't look better than I'm telling you, you don't. And you're not as professional. And to the woman over there that I don't know, these shots are not for you, because I don't know y'all, and I don't want no problems with y'all. I really don't. I really, really don't. I want to have respect for the woman. I don't know y'all. I don't play with women like that. I don't. That's why I understand why they try to frame me and said this whole thing started because I said, where are your options? Where with your wife options? I never try to play your wife. I would never talk about a woman like that. My respect for you as a man would never let me talk about your wife. I don't play like that. That's why I never said sorry, because I never did it. It's called a paradigm of choices. You have so many choices, you don't know what to choose from. You feel me? That's the reason why I'm not married. I got so many options. So with that being said, I really want y'all to understand that this show is probably the best woman show. Did I say it right? Shake your head, Nikki. Which woman? I want to say woman show, lady show, woman, right? Because I know I don't want to use any terms that don't rock out. I can't hear you. Let me bring you up. How do you
singular?
Huh?
Woman singular,
Okay.
women plural.
Okay. It's the best thing. I'm from Brooklyn, so it sounds the same. Thank you.
Got it.
So the best woman show. Thank you. I'm gonna put you down, so I don't want you involved in this at all. Thank you. Thank you so much, Roxy Blue. I appreciate you. Hold on. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Roxy Blue. We appreciate, and this is why we do. They don't want women to win. And I
Thank
listen.
you,
Let me tell you
Roxy.
something. I love women, right? And I don't. I'm so secure in my manhood. I could be around women and still be a man, right? And I'm uber sexual too. But being around women helped me to calm down and be respectful and not say something or do something that could make me lose everything I work hard for. When is the line going to be drawn when you have men that say you got to do what I say and then it leads to something totally different when they don't have a choice? And I'm not saying let women run over you, please. I'm not saying there are women out there that are scoundrels. I'm never saying that. But what I'm saying is you only get respect when you give respect. That's what I'm saying. You could be a man, you could be in your masculinity, but give respect. And if a woman's acting out of place, if you're a giant, you let her scream, you let her talk, and you say, when you're ready to talk, we can talk. Going back and forth ain't going to do anything with us. Shout out to Daryl, because he respects women over here. With that being said, how many likes we got? Because I really want to play this thing. And I want to let you know, those who get membership to my show, to my membership only on YouTube channel, please, you're going to have a treat before the end of the year. Or maybe the beginning of the year. So if I was you, I wouldn't want to miss it at all. But those who get women, those who know women, those who appreciate women, those who have a mother, a sister, a aunt, a niece, a daughter, please show respect. Even when they're wrong, just show some respect and grace. I only had one rule for my mother. My mother's name is Gloria, by the way. Gloria said to me, no matter what you do, don't disrespect women. That's the only rule I had. I could do whatever I want on YouTube. I could do whatever I want as well. But she said, don't disrespect women. So please, without further ado, we only got 64, so we got some eavesdroppers. If we don't get 675, if we don't get 75, I'm not dropping what I need to drop. I'm not dropping what I need to drop. I'm not. We could wait right here. Hold on. We got a special guest. Oh boy.
Can y'all please hit the like? Because I want to see what King
We
is
got,
doing.
we got a special guest. Who is this?
I
Uh-oh.
want
Who
to
is
see
this?
it.
Special.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. And now I get to talk my shit.
Oh my goodness.
I get to talk my shit. Your whole premise for your fucking network is about disrespecting women. You are derivatives of Kevin Samuel. You're not even your own thing. You disrespect women to the point that women feel unsafe. That's what you promote. Surviving Lapeef is real. A majority of the women in that network leave. Some come back though, because you know they have other reasons to come back, Courtney. But it's okay. I talk to my lawyer. I know what to say and not to say. Stop doing this. Stop doing this. Because what you're going to do is open a bag of worms. You don't want to play with me. You think because you stop, I gotta stop? No, you should have kept on going. You tried to kill me before I was even born. So you think I'm going to stop now I can walk? Your whole channel is about disrespecting women. Please tread lightly with me. If I hear a whisper about anybody on my show, on my network, I'm coming at you with everything I got. Surviving Lapeef is real. Play with me if you want, and I'm strong in real life. In real life, I'm bigger than this. In real life. Please do not play with anybody on my channel, or then you won't be able to have any type of slots. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, y'all won't be airing. Because every time I'm airing, I'm putting out the whole documentary of Surviving Lapeef. It's just as funny and dangerous as you might think it is. I left out a lot of women from there. I kept one because she don't know what side she's on. You don't know what side you on, so you're gonna get hit from both sides. We're talking about the virtual world. I don't touch women, I respect women. That's the thing about me. You could play every 75, 77 videos I had. It's about respecting women. But you're perpetrating principles, theories, schools of thought that make women feel less than. And I'm not here for that. I'd rather make $100 a week than make $1 million a day and keep my integrity. I'm never going to disrespect women. Never. And any woman that says I disrespected her, please show me how. And I want to apologize, because maybe I was a young kid. I didn't know what I was doing. But as a grown man, we're not going to build a network disrespecting women. So congratulations to you, Lapeef. You survived YouTube, but you will never, ever survive King. I promise you on that. Play with me if you want. Play with me if you want. Your thing got snatched one time. But sometimes it might get snatched and never come back again. And you got men supporting you. Men supporting your thing, talking about, yo, I support whoever I want to support. Yes, you can. You could do whatever you want, Shannon. You my frat. You could do whatever you want, except for manipulate the numbers on your YouTube. Don't do that. Don't manipulate the numbers and subscribers. Please don't do that. Do everything you want, but don't fix the numbers. You know what I'm talking about. As the black man, you was playing with the numbers. I saw that. The shit don't look. The shit look crazy. You got 3 views, and then now all of a sudden you monetize. Come on. You're more than welcome to come and talk about it tomorrow, right before Jen's monetization party. Let's talk about Jen's monetization party. Thank you. What time is it, Jen?
6:49. Oh, tomorrow? 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want everybody there. I want everybody dressed up from the waist up because you can't see from the waist down.
Mm-hmm.
So wear your glittery shirt. Give me a tank top or something. Give me a shiny tank top, whatever you got. Bring your own drinks. This is a bring your own bag, but I'm going to be celebrating my birthday with you guys on the correct date, December 29. I'm going to have my little drinks. I'm going to have cake. I'm going to have balloons. This is an official birthday party online. First time I've ever done it. And I would love, love, love to have you guys all here to celebrate with me. Okay, that's the first thing. And the second thing, we are going to have topics. Y'all just not going to stare at me and my little birthday outfit and my cake. We're going to have topics about monetization, the King effect, avoiding drama going into 2022. So it's going to be really, really dope. I want everybody and anybody who wants to cam up and tell me happy birthday or talk about avoiding drama in 2022, cam up, let us know. Tomorrow's an open forum. It's a birthday party. It's a party. So everybody's welcome. 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if you go to my page On the Block with Jen, the flyers are up in case you forget. Invite your friends, whatever. It's going to be a party tomorrow. It's going to be a light day. It's going to be fun. We've all been through a lot this whole year, so we're going to celebrate tomorrow. Bring your drinks, your glitter. Okay, I'll have the cake and balloons. And let's do it, mañana. I want to see everybody.
And I promise you, tomorrow, no one is going to throw more money up than me. I bring whoever, Guapo, bring my man Super Biz. He get busy. I'll mess with him. I like him. Hey, I met Square Biz. I'm sorry, Super Square Biz. Right? I mess with him, but he ain't playing with me tomorrow. I promise you, I'm dropping 5. All right, go ahead and play if you want. With that being said, let's bring up the amazing, the almighty Glow. Glow, see, I didn't want you a part of that. You're on mute. I didn't want you a part of that. I just want you to know. I just want everybody to know, like, at the end of the day, she's not a part of that. But anybody that messes with her, I'm coming at them with full speed. Period. I don't mind. Y'all can share both our shows. Go back and forth. Give us both views. I don't care. You know what I mean? But they don't want no problems. Damn. Listen, at the end of the day, when Darrell finishes that, it's going to be over. It's going to be over for a lot of people. That's why I said leave that man alone. Leave him alone. Unless you got no secrets, leave him alone. That's it. Leave him alone. I got secrets. That's why I don't bother Darrell. I got a lot of secrets. That's why I leave him alone. Because I got secrets. I hope you do too. I hope you don't. I mean, with that being said, Jen, let's give them a spicy question of the day, please. Let's start this. Let me know.
A spicy question. I just wanted to say real quick, that whole Lapeef thing, as you know, I'm not familiar with any of those players. I just found it interesting how because you know me, I'm marketing, I'm colors, but I was watching it unfold and I was like, it's interesting how they turned getting their page taken away, like some sort of, I've seen certain funding and drives for people who have suffered from hurricane damage or floods. And I was watching these people and they were like pining, like, oh my God, donate. And I was confused because I was like, all these dudes are rich. They're always talking about how much money they got. They're at the Porsche dealerships. They're talking about jewelry and vacation. So those two things didn't match for me. They're like, oh, donate, help us. And I was like, y'all just got taken down. What is going on here? I felt like I was watching a hurricane relief fund or something. I was like, what the hell? Anyway, that's just something I wanted to add that I saw that I found very, very interesting. I was like, wow, these rich guys need money. Okay, but anyway, the spicy question of the night. Welcome everybody to the last show of the year. The queens are coming back strong in 2022, but this is our last show of this year. I was honored to share the stage with these beautiful women. I wish we had started earlier, but better late than never. We are here. We are strong. We are ready to answer questions, to participate, to teach you about the women's world, right? Which you may or may not know. Ladies in the chat, you can always add to what we're saying because we don't know everything. I mean, I know but I don't know everything, right? So tonight's spicy question is, let's say you and your significant other, your spouse, your husband, your wife, your long living girlfriend or boyfriend, right? Let's say you guys are together, happy, children, no children, everything is good. You guys are together for years, right? Then you find out, here's a spicy question. Then you find out that your significant other slept with your best friend a couple years ago while you were together. What do you do then? Now, you guys are happy. There are no problems, okay? But you just found out, right, through the grapevine in an argument with proof that your significant other slept with your best friend a couple years prior. Does it cause a wrecking ball in your relationship? Or are you like, oh, that happened years ago, I'm not going to ruin what's going on here? What say you, chat and panel? What say you?
Wow. Before you go, I want to say something to Jermaine Hill. He says, bro, there's not a baddie on here. Stop it. Jermaine Hill, would you mind camming up your wife or your girlfriend? Because and I'm not trying to disrespect you, right? As a bro, right? I want you to show me what's bad.
That's a fair question.
Show me what's bad. If you can show me show me what's bad. And matter of fact, we could take it private. We could go to my IG and we could trade pictures and contact the girls I show you and see who got bad girls. This is what I'm saying, man. This is what I'm saying. This is why I don't respect. Why do you even have to say that? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all let these people, because when y'all promote those shows over there, they feel courage to say things like that.
Exactly.
This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all gotta stop that. Because what if that was somebody's wife or daughter you talking to? Boop, boop, boop. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that. Hey, y'all fucking. You feel me? Thank you, bro. Are you blind? The fuck? What the fuck is you talking about? Like,
people are damn hater.
and they never came up.
I'm fully convinced that bitter men have like a chip in their brain or a glaze over their eyes, and anything with a vagina is like a demon. Anything with a vagina, doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter what it looks like. But I think that's a fair question. You can either cam up and show us what you look like.
Oh no, he apologized.
Not really.
Oh, then I'll apologize. But see, I get vicious, man. I'm sorry, Jermaine.
No, he said
we not.
He's
bad.
responding to
What you said?
what he's talking
That's
about.
a double down.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, that's a double down. Oh,
I said what I said. Yeah. That's
okay, that's what's. But where's your girl?
Nowhere.
I'll double down. Tell your girl to cam up. And that's the girl you're gonna pay at the strip joint. Your girl that you were sweating on last night. Her.
No, matter of fact, tell him to cam up. And then I want to ask you, would y'all date him?
I don't even need to see him to know I was telling you.
Right. That's like,
You see, he don't have a picture. You see,
right. Nikki, I don't want you to get hyped. You was about to get hyped.
Okay. You know, McDougal between Rockaway and Mother Gaston. Like,
right. Hello.
Get it.
Hello. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, this is great. Anyway, let's go with the spicy question.
Yes, the spicy question, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's a good one. So, panel, who wants to go first? You already know my answer. No, I'm just kidding. Y'all don't know my answer.
No, we don't.
Okay.
So who's going first?
I'll start it off. Or
Okay,
Tawana, do you want to go?
Hold on. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay. All right. So that is a really interesting question, Jen. I don't know what I do outside of being upset. I would be super pissed, right? But I want to think about it from the perspective of the two people that kept the secret. And growing up, we always hear the truth will set you free, tell the truth. But what I don't think we hear is the fact that the truth is pretty delicate, right? And dropping that on someone, it has to be done at like the right time. So of course, timing and alignment and intent are just very, very important when you are essentially giving somebody some news that could like wreck their entire life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we feel compelled to tell the truth, not because we're these wonderful, awesome, amazing, ethical people. We just want to get that guilt off of us because we think, okay, if I just say it, if the person knows, then I'm going to be absolved and I don't have to feel bad. And what I feel people need to know is that you have to go about it the right way, because what happens, you transfer those feelings and that guilt from yourself onto that person, especially if you're not doing it at the time that is most appropriate for that person. So it has to be delivered well, and you have to just accept whatever consequences that person lays out to you. Whatever it is, you just got to accept it. And I really think in that situation, I'd have smoke for the spouse as well as the ex-friend, because they definitely wouldn't be my friend anymore. That's it. Like, you're not going to embarrass me and tee-hee and ha-ha in my face and you slept with my man. Like, no, we don't play that.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Nikki, how do you feel?
Well, the Scorpio in me would be enraged, like claws out to scratch out eyes and do damage. But the glow in me, understanding that I'm married now, and this is a couple years ago, so I'm assuming at this point now we're happy and we're moving on with life when I find out this information. Best friend gone. She got to go. That's a cut, because I don't have no covenant with you. You got to go. This dude, I feel an obligation to at least try to work it out, but I don't know if it would ever be the same. I just don't know, because for me, trust, if I feel betrayal, and again, this might be that November in me, betrayal is like, you might want to sleep with one eye open. Like, I can't take dishonesty, lies, and betrayal. So I would give it a college try to make it work. I wouldn't just cut him immediately because of the covenant of being married, but it might be tough, but I would try.
Okay, Jen, Juana, who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Okay.
It's nothing worse than knowing that I'm friends with somebody that betrayed me like that.
Woof.
Like, that is the worst feeling. And I'm immediately leaving. I'm sorry. I don't even know if I'm going to think rationally. I'm probably going to be in a hotel that night. Like, I'm leaving as soon as I discover that that's what happened. That's how pissed, because I don't even know what I'll do if I'm in the same room with him. And I know that this happened. And she said it was proof. Like, I don't even know what I would do with proof that it happened. Oh, but the betrayal is so bad to me that I don't even know how I will recover. Like, I can't move on. The only thing you can do at this point is co-parent with me and take care of my kids. That's it. I can't even see myself being in a union with somebody that betrayed me to that degree. Like a best friend that I'm still hanging around with. Y'all slept together and I don't know, and it was during our marriage. No, there's no forgiving that. Like, nothing worse than knowing that I'm associating with people who would do me like that behind my back and that I was blind to it. Ooh, that's a betrayal I can't even move past. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I like what Kim said. The truth is delicate. I never thought of the truth that way. I always thought the truth hurts. I never thought that it should be treated delicately, but she's absolutely right. Glow made me think, because I have a close relative who, was betrayed by a cousin, and she cut off the woman that did the foul with her husband, but she didn't cut off the husband. And I always thought, if you're going to cut her off, then cut him off too. It doesn't make sense, because he's the one that betrayed, the covenant. But then way Glow, stated it, that there is a covenant with a man that you share a marriage with and a home and children, right? There is. So now that she said that, I appreciate it, because now I understand my cousin more, because I just didn't get it. I'm like, so you're going to cut her off, keep the dog in your house? But there's so much more invested with that, in that covenant, and in that, in that marriage. As far as what I would do, I don't have the type of character, personality, or spirit, or energy, or strength, whatever word you want to use for it, to continue moving forward, even with the covenant, just thinking of the betrayal. And what I think the problem is that people miss, right, is, people don't get over it once they find out the truth. I think people forget to realize that it's not so much that the person doesn't get over it, is that the person telling the truth is not built to deal with the injured person now, right? Because a lot of people, I told you the truth. You wanted the truth. I told you the truth. I slept with him, or I slept with her. Then the other person, there's going to be a reaction, right? There's going to be a reaction. There's going to be, healing. That's an injury. That is an injury, like a physical injury. If you broke your leg, you're not expecting somebody to run after their leg is broken. So when you injure someone via betrayal, you have to understand there's a healing process, mentally, emotionally, right? Even physically. Now this person is doubting how they look and how they speak and how they walk and how they talk and what did I do? You know, and I think a lot of times the person that did the injury, caused the injury, is not prepared to go through that rehab with that person. So that person gets stamped as, oh, get over it already. So it's two-sided. It's a double-sided sword. It's like the person has to heal, but are you prepared to help that person heal after you cause that injury? And a lot of people aren't. That's why I say don't cheat, because you're probably not built to help that person recover from what you did. So as far as me, I'd have to go because I'm going to hate you forever. I'm going to be vindictive. I'm going to revenge. So why bother? Why bother? I can just move on and heal and start anew.
Yeah, I don't need revenge, but I'm done, right? Like I'm done, and that is the revenge. I'm cut off completely, emotional ties gone. Because once you violate me like that, you hurt me like that, no.
Question for everybody, particularly Wanda, because you said that. Have you ever taken a man back? You don't have to answer because I know you're mad. Have you ever taken a man back that has cheated on you? I mean, you don't have to answer. Anybody. Like in your past, you know what I mean? You don't have to answer. You don't feel comfortable. Somebody can come up and answer it.
No.
You want me to answer? Yes, but I've done it back. Like I'm, people say the Lord ain't done with me yet. The devil ain't done with me yet.
Yo, you're funny.
You know, and it comes from a place of hurt. And it's like in my mind, I had to justify, like, okay, I took him back, but I didn't want to feel like no punk. So I was like, now I got to do it back to you so we could be even, right? Mm-hmm. I wouldn't do that today at this age. Ooh, thank goodness. But back then, I was like, it's war. Even right. I'm sitting there eating my Cheerios, and I was like, yeah, of course, yeah, tomorrow.
But did he find out? Did he find out, Jen?
Yes.
Oh, you want him to find out? Okay.
Oh, yes. Yes, because then it's like now let's see you heal and handle this. Since I'm harping about what you did to me. So it becomes very toxic and ugly and negative. That's why I wouldn't do it today. But I've done it and I've done it.
But men can't take cheating. We can't take it.
Oh, no.
They'll take it better than us. We can't. I'm telling you, we can't take it. I remember the first. I don't want to say her. I'm not going to say her name, but I remember I was in the couch, balled up. Balled up.
Because somebody cheated on you, King?
No, yeah, and it was crazy because I found out the person that did it was close to me, and he never, to this day, he never told me. I know. He never told me, and then I heard about it again because one of my other people was drunk and told me. But it's cool because I'm not with that person anyway. But at the time when I was in a relationship, oof. What about you, Nikki?
That question is making me rethink my answer that I gave to the first question because I dead people. Like, but I'm very long suffering. Like I might take it for a while, but I'm like very 0 to 60. If we're off, we're all the way off. But if we on, we all the way on. So I could just be trying to work with you for a minute, and then I'll just wake up on a Wednesday and just be like, I'm done. And that's it, just ice. So I've never taken someone back, any type of breakup. I've never had one of I don't understand the on again, off again. We back together, we not together. On Facebook, you in a relationship, you not in a relationship. I don't understand that. If I say we're done, that's it. I've never gotten back into a relationship with anyone that I was in a relationship with. If I say we're done, call Tyrone.
Yeah. And let me say this, Nikki, because I feel like I could forgive cheating, I think that best friend, though, that's another level. Like, I almost think I can deal with or try to work through cheating differently than I could if I know it was a best friend, a cousin, or somebody like that. Yeah. Because like now I feel like not only did you cheat on me, but you just don't have no respect for me because you're going to go in my crew and mess with somebody that I'm close with or that I got a bond with, that I can't even forgive you for that because I feel like you don't even have no loyalty at that point because like that's super important. You know, not my job, not my friends, not, you know, there should be rules to this cheating thing. Like men need to know the rules and they need to respect that boundary. Once you cross that boundary with me, a sister, cousin, somebody like that, I can't. But now, cheating with some random chick you met in Miami, I just happen to catch your phone or something. Okay, like, and maybe I can get through that, right? Or just even like a random chick that I don't have a relationship with. Maybe. I'm not saying that that's easy too. I'm saying I got to work through that because I haven't actually, to answer King's point question, caught someone cheating where I had proof. It was suspected. Like, you come home at 5 o'clock in the morning. Where else were you at?
Yo, I ain't gonna front, Wanda. You put the question. You say statements that make it easy for me to ask questions. So here's a question that I got from Wanda for Kim. She remember she said she never had proof. How many times have you thought your man cheated and you were right? Is woman intuition that strong?
Yes.
It is very strong. But I will say this about cheating and about catching people and getting evidence. My mom told me something one time, and she was absolutely right. Don't tell her I said it. She said, when you go looking for something, you're going to find it. Now, let me clarify that. Our subconscious is very strong. And if we're continuing to say something over and over and over and over again, if we get so fixated in that thing that we're saying, we could find something very, very small that may be indicative of a problem. Maybe it's not. But in our mind, we've hyped it up all day. We've been listening to Mary J. Blige and the other girl, Summer Walker, and we just ready to break up. And somebody just might smile at our man and you'd be like, see, I knew it. I knew you. I mean, so you have to be just very careful. But our intuition is strong. And sometimes even if we don't know exactly what's going on, we know it's something. We know something's on the horizon, something's brewing. It's something kind of going on there. When you're really clear with your intentions and with yourself, and when you've done a lot of self-work and you've gotten around some trauma, you can pretty much be on point with kind of figuring out what's going on. Sometimes it's not cheating. Sometimes it's something else, but a lot of times it is.
You know what else is, King, I wanted to add, you know what else is called a strong? Guilt. When someone cheats on you, right, they act different. They look different. They don't look you in the eye. They're suggesting different things. Their bodies even move different sexually. So that's another thing. Sometimes you're completely like not even suspecting somebody, but their whole demeanor is different. Hey, you want to go on vacation? I thought you said we couldn't go on vacation for another month. No, we can go on vacation. You look really pretty today. So and then they're doing different things, right? So guilt is strong as well. So that's something to look out for. I'm just saying.
And then sometimes too, if they start accusing you out of nowhere, dead giveaway. That's the guilt, because what they're trying to do is flip it. Because here's the thing, if they can catch you first and they make such a big deal, who knows if you are cheating or you're not or whatever, it's deflection and it gets the attention off them. Yeah. Definitely seen that before, and it's ridiculous. Like, just when someone starts accusing you out of nowhere, you're like, you must be doing something.
One man don't deflect. I want men deflect. Y'all
now they do deflect. That is true.
I want to ask one other question from the room. Jabari Bryan, shout out to Jabari Bryan, one of the follow of Jen on the block with Jen, so we appreciate him. A Black Star. He says it's different when someone cheats on you when you've been with them for 6 months in comparison to 6 or 16 years. Is that true? Or cheating is cheating?
I think cheating is cheating because it's a lie. It's betrayal. To me, it's like we've been intimate, we're dating, we're together. I don't care if it's 6 months or 6 years. Now, 6 years, you may be kind of stuck in your ways and comfortable with this person. So you probably like, oh, whatever, it's whatever, let's stay together. But of course, 6 months, it's easier to be like, goodbye. But I think the betrayal is that you betrayed me. You lied to me. Like, cheating is not as casual as people make it sound. I don't care if it's a random girl in Miami or my best friend. Like, there's planning. There's lying afterward. You know what I mean? It's not as casual as people make it seem. I wanted to ask a question though to the ladies and anybody in the chat. Who's more at fault? Is it, because I hear people torn about this all the time. Who's more at fault? The best friend or your significant other?
I think the significant other, because they promised something to you, and inherently your best friend did too, right? But I think from even if we look at from a legal standpoint, and Glow, when I start talking about the law, if I'm wrong, please back me up. But I think that I would say the spouse. I mean, they are equally wrong if you're looking at like morality and ethics. But if we're going to kind of expand it out, like this person signed something with the government, this person stood under God or some religious figure or person, and they made a promise to you. So I think that they're a little bit more indebted from a bunch of different standpoints, from a covenant standpoint, if you do believe in the covenant. Right. But yeah, they're both wrong. But I think the spouse is just a little bit more wrong because they promised that they wouldn't cheat on you, whereas your best friend, she didn't really make that promise.
Well, I'll say this. I want to answer the last question because in 6 months, 16 years, let me say this. With 6 months, I'm not even thinking about whether I'm going to stay with you or not. It's not even a question. Like, you 6 months, like, I will leave him so quick. You cheated already? Because that's like the beginning, like when we still supposed to be happy and like it's all fresh and we all over each other and jumping on it's passionate. Like 16 years, I gotta think about it. And I have to consider the life we've built. And I gotta think about the entire world around us and how that's going to affect everyone, my children, if I got children, my family, whatever. But 6 months, I don't even.
All right, you know what, Warner? This guy's. I like what skis is yours. I like that because I know men my age, with the resources that we have, and the way girls play games, we spend money on women outside of our main woman, but we don't have sex with them. Do you consider that cheating as well?
Yeah. Don't spend them. First of all, you spend money. Now I'm very frustrated.
Why? No. You didn't sleep with her.
I'd rather the sex than the money. I'm taking the money out of my house.
Spend money on a woman for that you're not like what's going on?
I'd rather the sex than the money.
Listen, you know how, like I said, I call y'all flowers. Sometimes when you look at flowers, it makes you feel good, right? So that's why I have flowers. I wake up in the morning, I want to look at flowers, right? Some men, when they see women that look good, the ego kicks in. They're in Miami, they're walking down Collins. What you want, right? Or they're walking down Fifth Ave. What you want? If you're in Boston, if they're walking down Newbury Street, what you want?
He wants to get stabbed.
Or Chicago, Michigan Ave, the Gold Road, right? What you want?
It's not even a question. Don't spend money outside of our home on no chick.
But home is taken care of.
There should be no record of me
home is taken care of.
Nope.
What you say?
Home is taken care of, though. What
matter? You could be more taken care of with that money.
I could have bought something even more. Why would you spend my money?
And I feel like you're opening up the floodgates to invite in problems. Like you might be saying, "Oh, I just bought her this bag, but I'm not having sex with her." You don't think now she's going to be trying to press an inch for more and more and more? And men are susceptible. I know men like to think, "Oh, I'm a player. I know this, and I'm disciplined."
Okay. What about a little? Yo, here's a little phone bill. Let me pay your phone bill. Go and get your nails.
Absolutely not.
You almost made me say something.
No. I'm talking about you. Come on. No, first of all, everybody stop. And I brought Jen up here, and I'm gonna bring Juan up here. I'm gonna bring Kim up here. I'm gonna bring Nikki up here, and I want the honest truth. So when y'all were young, I'm not talking when y'all were young in your 20s or your teens. Y'all was outside, and you knew a dude had a girl or a wife, and he said, "Yo, go get your dogs. I just want to make sure you good." Y'all didn't take the money?
That never happened to me. I was usually with the guy that was paying my bills, but I never got money from somebody's husband.
Boyfriend? You never got money from another boy trying to impress you. Like, here's a gift.
No, not young. No, those guys were already with me. I was never in a position to. If a guy's gonna give me money, then I can be with him. You understand? Like I'm already with a guy that's.
What's your routing number?
So it's like, why do I need somebody's whole money? Huh? I didn't hear you.
What's your routing number?
Oh, I'll give it to you after.
I'm fucking.
But you have hundreds of girlfriends, so I'm not betraying anybody.
Yeah,
no, I mean.
So Kim, I'm sorry. Kim. What do you feel about it? You say you rather them have sex and stuff, give the money.
Yes, I would. If I had to choose between the two, don't give nobody our money because accounted for. We know what we're doing. We've got investments. We've got trips. We've got all these things. I just, I mean, I would rather neither, but if I had to choose between the two, just go ahead and rub one out. Do what you got to do with her. Call it a day. Don't give her nothing.
Oh, I'm
Nothing.
the opposite. I'm the opposite. Ooh.
Okay. Why are you the opposite?
I'm the opposite because money comes and goes. It's paper. I got money. You got money. Everybody got money. She got money. We got money. But your body, you are inserting your body into another woman, and then you think you're gonna come back and penetrate me? Like, no. Give her your damn money. Now you in trouble anyway. Me and you are probably done. But it'd be less injury for me that you just gave her money than your body.
Okay.
I wipe you down. I make love to you. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right,
like,
right.
No.
All right, Nikki.
You're not giving her nothing. No body, no bills, no nothing. What did what was that group? What they say? Oh baby, bring it all to me.
Right.
That's what we at over here. Now see, my Scorpio is jumping out.
Yeah.
We got us acting out of character.
Listen, I can't. The thought of either, I can't take. Now, when I was 15, 16 or so, now this is inappropriate. Now I know as an adult, this was not okay. But everybody know, if you was like the cute girl in the cute little Catholic school dress, the hood dudes who were too old to be talking to you, they might be 23, coming up to the high school, getting the, picking you up from 9th grade. And yeah, they may have spent a little money. At the time, it seemed like a lot of money because you're 15. But now I know it wasn't a lot of money. And now I know it was illegal, inappropriate for men to be talking to.
I'm saying, at least you honest though. You honest though. Y'all mean to tell me when y'all was young, nobody?
Okay, no. Now that Glow said that, I do.
Oh God!
Well, you didn't ask me. I didn't answer.
Me either.
I didn't answer.
Glow said I do recall an incident. It was
Let Wanda go.
Listen,
thank you.
This is very, very shameful. Yes, okay.
Right.
People's boyfriend have cash app. Go get your nails done. Sit me.
That's what I'm talking about. That's how you know you was a bad chick.
You going out of town? Here's $500.
Yes.
Pay for the hotel.
That sounds
I
normal.
haven't even seen them sometimes. That's what I'm saying. That's how crazy. Just let me take you out.
That's a fact.
And it happened.
Yo, I bet you
especially in my 20s.
Listen, Juana, I bet you this. I bet you every girl in this panel, there was a period that they wouldn't even pay for a plane ticket. It was a game. Who's gonna pay for my plane ticket to get over there? And I'm not sleeping with none of them. Don't lie to me. And y'all on here capping saying, yo, I don't want them spend no money on nobody. But y'all took money when y'all, because it's the game.
You said married though.
Huh?
You said married.
Yeah, right. You did say married though.
Married, but you, come on. You think
not married?
Listen, let me tell you something. Let me put you on to some game. If you want your marriage to involve no cheating at all, and for a man to be really faithful, let him get his ego on. He won't sleep with the woman. He won't even talk to women that much. But men like to go into bars and say drinks for for your whole party. Tell them I say happy birthday and walk away.
Men like to do that, or you like to do that?
Well,
Some men like to do that. I've seen it. It's some men in my circle that do stuff like that.
Men do that. Yo, ask the guys in the chat. Have you not seen a group of girls having a party? You go, rounds on me. See, I learned a trick. I just say get them whatever they want. Then they used to get shots of fucking fucking Louis the 13. No, give them a second round of what they ordered already. That's the trick, guys.
Yeah, but that's it. Money. If he's in that tax bracket where he can do that, like send drinks to somebody's birthday party at a table, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, fine, do it. And I know that money is abundant and ever flowing. Fine, if that's his personality. Right. But that's different than, hey girl, here, pay your phone bill. Hey girl, that's different. That's a different situation.
Exactly.
I mean, it's $200 for the phone, but at most 200.
What?
Nah. Why she can't pay her own phone bill?
Huh?
You're asking for problems.
The men I date. Oh, I'm sorry. The men I date.
From a legal perspective, like, I'm sorry, I've seen things like these chicks out here. They different, okay? Just like modern women are different, modern 304s are different too. Wow. They don't stay in their place. Okay, there was a time when you was a side chick, you were an upstanding side chick, and you would stay on the side. These women now, you pay a phone bill if you want to. They will come knock on your door. They will call your wife. They will stalk you. I've seen it. I've seen the cases. I got the criminal complaints to prove it. You are inviting problems, trouble. I would. You inviting trouble into my household. You got this crazy chick on my phone. Like, we're not doing that.
Right. Juana?
That chick come to my door, it's a done deal.
We're gonna be on the news.
It's a wrap. You came to the wrong wife. I'm not the wife that's just gonna close the door. You gonna have a problem.
You gonna drag her in.
You came here now. Come on in. Let's have a party. Let's have a party for real. Don't come to my door. That's disrespectful. Stay in your side chick place. Stay in your place.
Right.
They don't stay in that place no more.
No. This is what I'm okay. This is what I'm saying. Like, y'all don't make it easy for men. I can understand y'all were mad at a woman because he's not holding it down. But y'all saying if the man holds it down and he does that, you still gonna leave.
Well, I don't think it's not that we don't make it easy for men. It's not easy for a man who wants to deal with multiple women to deal with women like us.
Like who?
Like us, who are not having it. I think.
Speak for yourself.
Listen, I said us.
Right.
But there are women who will mess with you and doesn't care if you messing with 4, 5, 6, 7 other women. So you need to stick to those women because they are out there. Long as when you're with her at dinner, you're footing the bill and you're making her feel like the best thing in the room, she doesn't care. She's gonna go and call the other guy that she likes too, and you're gonna go and call the other girl that you like too. I think that's a wonderful dynamic if that's what you're into, but you can't expect to get with a woman who thinks about, a singular life with a guy, just them two, and try to turn her into that girl that's just like, you paying for dinner because I gotta call John after I leave you. You can't turn that girl into one of us and vice versa. So we don't make it hard for you unless you want to live a certain lifestyle.
You know what? It's crazy because I really believe that women got it backwards. Y'all really think men out here are 100% faithful and not cheating. And I don't even think women out here that are 100% faithful and not cheating. His question is, so is the money alone the issue or the feeling he has for other female plus the money an issue? Just curious. Dub Will. Thank you for the donation, brother. What is it, ladies?
Well, his question, so is the money alone the issue or the feeling that he may have? Again, like I said, I don't want any resources, his dick, his money, anything leaving my home, any of it, like Glo said. But the lesser of two evils is he only spent money. Now, if he has feelings for that woman, we're done. We're done. But now you got feelings involved, like we're done.
I think if a man has resources and he's taking care of his family, and he's not having sex with a woman, but he spends money on women, because what's the difference to me buying a girl Chanel bag and then blowing that same $8,200 in a strip club? It's the same thing. The money's not going to you.
But why do you have to buy another woman a Chanel bag? Why, if spending money on
right,
women, why not spend that money on the woman you?
Because she already got those colors already.
Why are you?
It's more.
It's a woman you're not even sleeping with. You a trick.
Yo, you know what's so funny? You know what's so funny? Yo, let me tell you.
It ain't tricking if you got it, Swada.
Fellas, listen to this. Woman used the fair tactics to scare us from cheating. Nikki goes, "Oh, that chick is crazy. She gonna come to your house." Wanda uses the shame tactic. "Oh, you a trick. Yo, they will use these tactics So you don't spend their money because your money is their money. That's what they see, right? And
but look what happened with El Guapo yesterday. He's a trick. I said he's a quintessential trick. I'm just gonna keep poking at him so he could keep throwing money in your super chat. He was doing it.
Yeah, but he's not a trick because he was giving money. He's a trick because you don't like him.
But tricks that
that's why you was calling because you don't like him. Like
tricks that women don't like give money. What you think happens with trick points?
The guy that you like that does what you say, you're like, okay, all right. But if you don't like a guy, he's a trick. So last question until we move on to the main topic.
Yeah.
I don't want to ask this question. Let me change the question because I want to end the year off right.
Ask it.
So have you ever fell in love with a trick or a person you didn't like because they were spending their resources on you? I was a trick that tricked the woman into loving me, so I could relate to that.
You was a trick that tricked the woman into loving you, you said?
Yeah, because you treat them so good. I know. Listen, on everything I love, I don't want to say her name, but she was dating she was dating he was a music industry guy. He got arrested, he did time, he told. But when she was young and she went to school and college, you probably know, she used to wire her $20,000 in her account every month. Mm-hmm. Give her money like that, take her out, whatever, right? She never liked him physically. She liked the basketball player, NBA player. You feel me? And she liked the banker dude. But she never liked that street dude. But because he always took care of her and made sure she was good for years and years and years, she began to like him. Mm. This is a fact. I know men that's there, and the girl's like, I'm tricking. I'm getting everything. I'm scraping. He paid for my trip to Miami. He just paid for my bike to get done. I don't respect him. When he's consistently there for you, you end up falling in love with him. I'm telling you.
I'll say that I've met guys, because women work on when we see you, we tell our girlfriends, oh, he can get it. Now it's up to him to mess it up, right? But we don't let a guy know that. But we'll tell our girlfriends, like, girl, he can get it, right? But there are other men that I've met, and I was like, hell no, not never. I don't like how he looks. I don't like it. No. But then their behavior towards me got me into them. So there are two type of guys that women meet, and I've been on both sides of that. Now, as far as a man keeps tricking, so you fall in love with him, you got to understand though, it's because she keeps getting disappointed elsewhere. So is that she falls in love with him? Or she's just settling, like, he's the only one that's really doing for me, so let me just stay with him or settle with him. Is that really she's in love with the dudes that she really likes, keep abusing her or dissing her or whatever? Is it different?
I mean, you could say it like that, but you also, let's be real, and we're gonna bring Kim inside. Let's be real. At the end of the day, is it settling or her growing up and realizing I can't keep on chasing after these hot boys anymore? Because every one of y'all, Nikki said it too. I got tired of chasing these hot boys. I evolved into the woman now, the glow code. So I need a man that represents that. Everybody got tired of chasing these hot boys.
Right.
Every one of y'all. So if that's the same thing, Jen, Kim, what do you think?
So, I did not fall for someone who was, tricking or anything like that. I did fall for someone though who took care of me in a lot of other different ways. A lot of emotional support, spiritual support, just somebody that was a really good friend. Like, I initially was not attracted to this person at all. And then I don't want to say they grew on me, but I will say like what they provided in my life at that time just made them a little bit more attractive in my eyes. I guess some of the things that I wasn't really feeling at first, I kind of settled into. Now, keep in mind, this person is not unattractive. They just were like not my specific type. But yeah, I kind of settled into being with that person. And I learned a lot, and it was a good experience. So it wasn't necessarily the money. Well, no, it wasn't the money at all. Because we were in school, but it was more so just what they offer kind of outside of that.
Right. Juana, have you ever dated somebody you didn't like, but they was consistently, as you say, tricking, try to belittle my attempts for romance, and you said tricking?
Mm-hmm. I did. Because and one thing about him was he was persistent. he was like, coming to meet me places, giving me stuff every time. And I was like, eventually, outfits, clothes, shoes, anything. And I mean, that was important to me. Like, I wanted that stuff. Now I can buy my own shit. But at that time, it was like, oh, wow, you gonna buy me that? That was more than I had ever brought for myself and or experience. So yeah, it was like, oh yeah, like this was great. I liked it. So I don't know if I liked him for real though. I feel like another good dude that I liked for real could have took me away. But I think at the time it was good to like have somebody, a resource like that.
Yo, I swear, Wanda always made me want to ask another question about because she just brought up a good point. Like, girls that are with somebody, but they waiting for somebody to come and take them away.
I gotta push back on something Jabari said. Because I'm like, he's delusional and he needs to listen to the women for a minute. Okay, Jabari. Yeah. He's saying, I just can't see spending money on a woman for zero return on investment. And then he said, a trick gets some nookie, a fool gets nothing. I don't know what planet you're on, but there are men who pay women to talk. There are men who pay women to go salsa dancing. There are men who pay. When I was gigging and modeling, this gay guy, this is a true story. A gay guy who was an amputee, who had a prosthetic leg, hired me to go to a big wedding in his family so he can look straight, okay? And so he can walk in with somebody attractive. Men pay women for the most abstract things. Men aren't just paying money for vagina. Men will pay women just to sit at them at.
That's a fact. No, it's a fact. I see. My man is the man out here. That's why he's one of the reasons. Besides me and my affiliations, other things, he's one of the reasons why I said nobody can really touch me. Right? He woke up one morning and just. He's the reason besides me, nobody can touch me, but. He's one of the people I know that will come through for me. He woke up one morning and bought every woman that he knew a rollie. And I woke up and they didn't even, some of them didn't even know because he said I could do that. That's how he felt. Is he a trick or that's how he felt? Come on, everybody got that type of person in your city because I felt like it. That's not tricking. That's just ego. That's to me. I did that one time. I ain't buy a rollie.
I was like, you bought a rollie? Okay.
No, I ain't buy a rollie when I did.
I had a friend, my boss.
I was going shopping. I just met him. Like we going shopping. What's up?
I had a friend, my boss. He was like, yo, he called me up. He was like, yo, let's go hang out. I was like, yo, Steve, I got problems. I can't be hanging out with y'all. Blah, blah. He was like, what the fuck is your problem? Blah, blah. I was like, I got these motherfucking bills. He was like, how much money you need to make you happy tonight so you could come hang with us? And I never slept with him. Right. So men will do that. If they have the money to burn, they will do that. Right. Now, did I want to sleep with him?
Look at the stories coming out now. Look at all the stories coming out. Everybody telling their stories.
Like, you look real sexy now, Steve.
Like, seriously.
Like everybody got their stories of men just doing that. I'm telling you. Like, when's the last time you ever paid for drinks at a club?
I was the one I used to get drinks for my friends because I didn't drink as much as they
like
did.
When y'all was single. I know everybody's married, has somebody, but when y'all was single.
Listen, now that I'm married, my husband's like, he paid for your drink.
When's the last time? How about this?
My husband was happy somebody paid for my drink. He was like, they did good.
How about this? One of my female friends, she's a doctor. She's gorgeous. I'm her friend, her friend, like brother. Even I know when we go out to eat, I gotta pay. Women don't pay. That's trick. That's not tricky. That's not tricky. Now, friends, you be like, when a woman says go half or anything, that means I already know she hates your guts.
That's not tricking. Tricking
That's
was
not
when
tricking,
you
though.
were
Yes,
saying
that is.
That's being chivalrous and nice and friendly.
you give money to girls that you ain't sleeping with.
You don't know.
Just like randomly give
No,
money.
all my sisters, listen, all my sisters, the ones that came and saw me when I was locked up, the ones that held me down, or the ones that I just have a good vibe. I met after I came home because I don't trust females after I came home.
I would have got to see you. I would have took you some socks and shit.
Oh, you funny. You can
Around the world.
listen. At the end of the day, all the ones that did that, not all of them, but most of them, and all the ones I met afterwards, because I don't really trust females after I came home because I spent a lot of money on females when I went and nobody connected like that.
Mm-hmm.
Not the bad ones, but when I came home, I took care of them. Like if they need something, I give them something. If I have it, right, I'll give it to them. That's not, but. That to me, y'all might think that's tricky because they're beautiful.
That's community.
No, that's different. They
That's
gave
a
it to you
village.
first.
No, I think
Right.
it's tricking.
Okay. I just want to make sure because I don't know.
No, I think it's tricking. I think it's tricky.
Oh, you think it's tricky?
Yes, I think you're doing a lot for some girls. Like, no, just your chicks that you deal with
right
on a intimate or that you dating,
right.
Not just like, oh, I need my phone bill paid. Can you help me? Trick.
Right.
They think you're a trick.
All right, thank you.
I'm telling you.
No, who's a
I'm
trick?
your friend. I'm your friend. King. I'm telling you the truth. She thinks you're a trick.
Right.
They call you like giving you a sob story, like.
So don't get no money unless I'm smashing.
Unless that's your chick that you want to date.
So I can't take out to dinner.
Interest.
Not to dinner or nothing, Wanda. No dinner or anything.
You can take them to dinner. Dinner is not tricky.
Yeah, entertainment and like bills are different. Like
Going
that's
out
a
on a date,
different strategy.
having dinner, that's not tricky.
But that's kind of crazy because
I pay for my girlfriends. I go out and I'll pay for my girl. I'll be like, hey, they know my sisters. Some people know that they don't got to pay when they go with me. But that's I'm not saying you that's tricking. What I'm saying is she calling you and they asking you for whatever. And you like, okay, I'm gonna break you off when no, buy your own shit. You need something, your phone bill off, pay for your own phone bill. Don't call me.
Yeah, I think paying bills is kind of an intimate kind of thing, you know, like consistently. It's different than like, okay, I get paid on Friday, let me hold something, my phone's about to get cut off, versus can you pay, this bill for me or buy me this expensive gift. It's kind of levels to it, and it also depends on like the relationship that you have with that person. Like, is it interest, is it chemistry, or y'all kind of playing that game, or is this like strictly somebody that's your friend? So I think all those things kind of fall into the conversation when you're evaluating, am I being friendly, am I being supportive, or am I tricking, or am I gonna pay this bill and hope that it gets her to like me so that we can do other stuff. So it's about intention. It's about what you're bringing to it and what they're bringing to it.
Don't let them use you.
Exactly.
I feel like
I think you're saying that because you have a son.
Yeah, because
that's a good point.
I'm definitely gonna tell my son never to do that. Like
no bills, Tawana, no bags, no trips.
Let me tell y'all a true story. A girl came over here and she brought my son a gift, you know what I mean? And so it was a nice little gesture. It was so cute, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, okay. But you don't be asking my son for way more than what you got him. Okay, like we ain't going to get you a Gucci watch and you came with a little, basketball sleeve or something. Like, nah, sweetie, let's keep it even. $10 if you pay 10, my son goes.
Well, that is so crazy because
that's interesting.
I wanted that comment that somebody just said. I am with you. I think Notorious Lee said it, and the Skeets is yours is quoting Notorious Lee. No trick shaming. Okay, let me say this. No trick shaming here. I will say this.
I need a t-shirt like that. Terry, no trick shaming. I like that. That's my t-shirt for the summer. No trick shaming.
Okay, look, women and men. This is all I say. Women and men, because I've spent money on men. Every woman has spent money on men, I would guess, right?
Right.
Don't spend any amount of money that's either going to hurt your pocket or make you bitter that you spent it. Because we live in the world of the manosphere and the red pill, and these dudes, all right, want to commit mass murders because they spent $40 on a plate of cheese. So if you're gonna spend money, man or woman, it's gonna make you bitter if you don't get no booty, if you don't get no phone number, if you don't get no action. Do not spend the money. Stay your ass home. Log on to Pornhub. Do not spend the money. That's how I see it. So no trick shame. Spend all the money you want. But if it's gonna make you bitter and hate women, and make you go on YouTube and talk about manosphere and women are masculine for the next 10 years of your life, don't spend the money. Now, if you got it and you don't care what happens after you spend it, then do that.
I trick shame.
Why
I'm
you
not,
trick shame?
I'm not part of the movement.
Why?
Because when you do that, so everybody else is a non-trick shame. I'm a trick shamer. Because I feel like, why are you doing that? That's a lot. That's extra.
Is
Why
that because you have a son though, Wanda? That's a
Maybe.
really good question. Okay.
That could be my
Okay.
son. I got uncles. I got daddy. Yeah, all that. So, and I'm close to all of that. So I'm like,
Yo, he said the realest thing. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you.
women
That's
are
a
clear.
fact.
Women are
Because
clear on
because you know,
when it comes to their sons. Okay,
man,
listen.
you know he gonna be hit the game. King is gonna be hit the game. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, but of course he's gonna be hip to game. But I'm more of a I'm the type of parent. I don't have a son. I have a grandson. He's tiny. But I'm more of a I warned you about it. You want to go out there, be a trick, be dumb. This is what happens after you went and got hers from you. This is what happens. Lesson learned, right? Lessons not learned in blood are soon forgotten. How you feel now? Can we move on to a decent girl now? Can we move on to a decent girl now? That's me as a parent.
That's crazy.
But it has to be aligned though too, right? Because when we get into relationship with people, there are some financial expectations that we need for them to meet. So I think it's really important in this conversation, right? To kind of distinguish the tricking and the, what they're supposed to be doing.
Yo, Kim don't be.
I was thinking the same thing.
Men should not be tricking. I'm so sorry, y'all. We creating some sorry. Like, I need men in this world who I can feel comfortable with my daughter dating and being with, and I don't want my daughter to be with no trick. I'm
We
sorry.
can't ruin balance.
Wait, hold on.
Why are you trying to ruin the balance?
What's so aggravating about the trick though?
Hold
Like,
on, because we gotta get
It's
to
like a pushover.
we gotta get to the main topic.
Trick
But
love.
before we get off this topic, we need the experts to tell us if tricking is wrong. And the experts from our channel is player perspective. So tell us, brothers.
Oh yes. Yes.
Tell us, brothers. Let us know. Mr. Owen have let us know if tricking appropriate. Say again, Jen.
Speak on it.
Yeah.
Speak on it. I can't
Here comes
wait.
this player wisdom. Let's hear it.
Tell me if tricking is appropriate or inappropriate.
Look, Mr. O is gonna have an opposing opinion of what I'm about to say. Most men are going to hate what I'm about to say, but I swear to God, when I get enough money to pay for it and get all the BS out the way, swipe the card, baby. Send me straight to exactly what I want. Cut out all the riffraff. I don't want none of the drama, none of the $500 dinners at Ruth Chris and all of that. Let me get straight to the point.
Right.
Yeah, but they not giving you none. That's what the whole point is.
That's the point of tricking. What kind of tricking you talking about? What kind of tricking are you talking about? You said there's men out here tricking and not getting the sugar baby ain't giving no sugar?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what
yes.
I don't want no parts of it then. Tricking is out. I changed
That's
my
what I'm
opinion.
saying, Hef.
I rescind my vote.
They talking about dudes who don't even get to the next level with chicks. They just
Who's
tricking.
talking about that? Those
These
are
girls.
women that don't do it. Those women have
They
a job.
exist.
Those
They
women work a
exist.
9 to 5. They sweat their behinds off for whatever their salary gives them. They work in 60 hours a week. The women who do this for a living, they give us some sugar, baby. The sugar baby is giving some sugar,
Okay,
baby.
well, that's what I'm trying to tell you. They said that she not giving no sugar.
Said that.
The panel. Did you not listen before you came your ass on the show?
I got thrust into this. All I heard was is tricking okay, and you know what? If the sugar baby is giving some sugar, yes. Swipe the card.
Only if she giving some sugar, not if it's.
But that's transaction.
Nobody wants a transaction that comes with nothing. Who pays for nothing?
Well, that's what they say.
It's the experience.
Hold on.
The company.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Who pays for nothing, but do you necessarily have to get it that day?
Okay.
If I'm paying, yes. You want the money today? I want the sugar today. Yeah. If you pay for your light bill, don't you want the lights today?
Get out!
What is in his glass? What is in his glass?
Mr. O, how do you feel about this? Y'all looking sharp, by the way. I love y'all, man.
I appreciate it. I think there's like two different understandings about what the pay is. Some guys pay with dinner and their time and buying little gifts and trinkets and things, and then some guys are straight up. If you, I'm gonna pay for hour for hour, and so this is this. It is this. And I think this is just what he was referring to more than not. If I'm gonna pay straight hour for hour, then I expect some in return in the end. And it ain't always sex. Sometimes it's conversation. Sometimes it's an accompaniment. Sometimes it's to make him look good. But in the situation when you were asking, is it important to get it that day? Well, men, like we all like to chase. So I don't have to have it the day that I meet you, but I need it to be understood.
The chase is for square dating. You're not paying to chase.
The chase is to be caught.
Let's be honest.
The chase is to be caught.
We got the best channel in the world. These guys are going to be big, man.
Right. You can't get a table dance today and pay on Tuesday for it. You gotta pay for it. You gotta know that it's coming. So
oh my God.
You definitely want something in the end. And I'm tired of men have to apologize for wanting sex when we are giving our lives. Like, and you don't even realize it.
You're giving your lives?
It's about to get ugly now. Hold on. I'm out the way.
I said in this aspect, when women want things like resources from a man and a man to have certain stature and protection and provision, you definitely want that man to protect you at all costs. So what you're not realizing, if that a gunman walks into that restaurant on that dinner, you want him to protect you. And he's supposed to do that by shielding himself.
Dive in front of the whole bullet.
I say dive in front of bullets, right? This always exists throughout the entire. If you get in a man's car, you expect to get from point A to point B and him protect you. If the laws pull you over or the Klan or anybody, you expect that man to protect you and get you where you're going. You expect him to always, like I walk on the outside of the street on the sidewalk between women and myself. I walk in front of her going down the stairs. I walk behind her going up the stairs in case she falls. I'm always in the mode of protecting the woman that I'm with. And just because there's no altercation does not mean that there is no elevation in my being with you. Like I'm always in that mode of protecting you, and I'm always wanting to provide and give you the experience and that uncommon thing that what you're seeking, that excitement. I want to be the first one to put you in your Benz. I want to get you your first mansion. I want to take you to the South of France for the first time. I want to provide these experiences. I want to provide a level of protection that nobody is giving you, and I want you to see me for that. And as a return for that, I would like a clean house, some sex at some point. At some
point, the operative word.
No trick
tonight, but I do.
Hold on, fellas. Hold on.
We need to respond one at a time because I got.
Hold on, everybody, hold on. I want to bring the young Don up here. I want to bring the young Don up here. Let's show him some love. That's the one we going. It's for the young men up here. All right.
Why they invading Queen's Court? I don't know why, but I'm just asking.
None of this applies to you. None of
No,
the
they're gonna go
things
down
apply to
soon.
you.
They're gonna go down
are
soon.
Okay, I just
exception
want
to
to
the
make
rule.
sure
For the
that
trick.
they understand this is
We love
Queen's
you.
Court.
I
Yes,
want
you're absolutely
you
right.
or
Y'all
Jen. I don't want
y'all
that.
gotta listen more than y'all speak.
You're right.
That's right.
Juana, I
Because Mr. O
apologize.
was talking
Down.
for 10
Juana,
minutes.
I apologize. All right.
I'm
He was
down.
talking for about 15 minutes, Mr. O. Mr. O. I need him to
All right.
get to the point.
Okay, got you.
I go on the road.
Can we respond one at a time, please? Can I respond?
Jen, you don't gotta ask for nothing. Do what you want to do.
Okay. Now you know, I don't know who more than me loves my players. Because I love these gentlemen true and through. But I gotta push back. I also got to push back at Jabari because he thinks he got a point because what Hef was saying. But let me say this. I can vouch. I am a witness and a participant. Men will pay you money and lots of money and not get vagina. Men pay for company. Men pay because their wives don't listen to them. Men pay because they want to hang out with somebody pretty. Men will pay lots of money to take you salsa dancing. Men will pay to walk you into a meeting so they look successful with a beautiful woman on their arm and not want vagina. It happens. I've gotten paid for it. So do not sit here and tell a woman, okay, who's participated in such that men don't pay without getting vagina. That is BS. I'm telling you. Now, I'm with Mr. O. We shouldn't shame men for wanting the cooch, the vagina, whether they want it the same night or 6 months from now. But I'll be damned, we're always getting shamed for wanting men with money. So it's the same thing. Yeah, if you don't want to get shamed for wanting vagina, then don't shame women for wanting men with money. When you have money to burn, you waste it in the strangest ways. A man will walk in and see 5 women at a table that he know he's not going to sleep with none of them and say, get them beautiful ladies around and walk out. And he feels good and they feel good. So y'all not about to sit here and tell me that every time a man comes out his pocket is because he's planning to get cooch or he's going to get cooch. That is a lie.
What's it?
In my experience, that's how it is.
Ladies, when it's my turn, let me know, ladies.
Ladies first.
When it's my turn, let me know.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you so much, Thank you so much, Mr. Hef. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, Mr. House. Let me say this. This is why I don't do tricks. Because let me tell you about tricks. This is exactly why I don't mess with tricks. Because what you're not going to do is tell me a level of expectations you have from me because you gave me something. No, thank you. You can have your money and you can take it and shove it right up your ass and then come back to me when you really just want to get to know me on a different level. I don't need your money. Don't come to me with no money and then tell me a list of demands about what you want and how you want me to behave because I don't do that. I'm not transactional. If you want to spend money on me, cool. That's all fine. What I'm saying is you don't need to trick on me. Don't trick nothing on me. You could take me out to dinner. And you know what? I can know your expectation is sex or whatever. That don't mean I have to give it to you. That's okay to understand that men want that. I don't shame men for wanting that. That's natural. I understand that. But you're not going to dictate how I move because you gave me anything. That's why I don't do tricks. Period.
Is it my turn?
Go ahead, Mr. Half.
Okay, so Jen, you made an amazing point. Thank you so much for the point that you made. You said everything that I was saying. I want the sugar. If the sugar is your conversation, give me the conversation. If I want a companion, give me companionship. You know who doesn't get the money if I don't get what I want? You, Miss Beautiful Specimen of a woman. You don't get anything if I don't get what I want. So if I walk into a bar, and I see 10 lovely young ladies at a table chilling and I say around the drinks, I paid for that smile that y'all are going to have, that thank you that y'all are going to give me, that acknowledgement is what I wanted to be compensated with. It comes in different paces. Not every transaction says coach. Not every transaction is coach, and that's the beauty of women. Men love to admire women in their natural habitat. We are animalistic. We will sit back and watch y'all behave in woman-like manner. And that's why men are so done with these I'm living in my masculine energy women. We don't want none of that. We're not
That's what they
interested in
talking
none of
about,
that.
for real. Listen,
I ain't gonna-
If I hear masculine
Wait,
energy
I
one more
ain't trying to, like,
time,
doing that.
like
Pep, you just went left with them. You just went
You
left.
did.
You went like
you had them, and then you went complete.
It gets views. It gets views. It gets views.
let me say this.
Then, like,
He's the man.
Ugh.
He is the
I mean it like
exact man that when you send me a drink, I send you one right back, and I pay more for your drink than you paid for mine.
That's
Don't do that. Don't
That's
do
how
that.
I do you.
Wanda,
And
don't
then
do
I
that.
tell you, and then I
Don't
tell
little boy
you,
me. Don't please.
I don't
don't
need
little boy
nothing
me.
from you. Thank
you. Emasculate a man by doing
Yes,
that.
I do. I want to
No.
emasculate you because I don't.
I'm
You're not
not
gonna never.
emasculated
You're
at
not
all.
gonna
Baby.
never
Get
tell
me
me.
drunk. Get me
You're
drunk.
not
Don't go
about
home and
to-
get somebody that's drunk wood.
You're not about to ever make me feel like I gotta be nice to you when I really don't like you for real, or I don't even know how I feel about you because you brought me around a drink.
Hold
No,
on.
I don't need your drinks. I'm good. I can buy my own drink.
Oh, that's different. That's
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good on them.
Okay.
I don't
So
like
I
tricks.
think
'Cause I
the
don't like the
dynamic.
way they think.
And I think the dynamic that y'all are talking about as far as transaction is concerned, I think that's a little bit more palatable if we're talking about a relationship versus this, I've got this money, you've got the honey, we're about to exchange it. Like, I think what y'all are saying could be more so on the relationship aspect because there are expectations on both sides. And you all said something that I think is pretty interesting. I did hear Mr. O, and I'm going to commend you guys. I was rolling my eyes, but I'm going to get myself together. Mr. O, you said that at some point, these physical things are expected. And I like what you said because I feel that in the manosphere, we are hearing what, date 2? You gotta, bend over and do whatever you do, right? So I think that at some point at least gives some aspect or level of freedom of choice. I mean, I'm gonna give y'all a point for that because y'all said masculine and that just set y'all back like 3 points. So I'm gonna
So-
get 1 point.
You don't like that.
So the masculine
Oh,
thing
yes,
was to
because
point
we're
out a certain
Don't
point.
trigger me.
We're feminine and our masculine, right?
I was just making a certain point with that. I wasn't pointing at anybody. I wasn't pointing no fingers. But
Okay.
hold on.
Unless you
What I
want.
want to say though is the energy that Juana is coming with, it's very, I don't want to say any trigger words.
Think about it.
Say what you gotta say, brother.
Sam, we good.
Just tell it like it is. Tell it like it is.
Go ahead.
It's cute. It's cute. This is the way society works in regards to payment for service. Okay, you go to your job and your job underpays you. Everybody's job underpays them. There is no company in the world that pays an employee more than 11% of what they bring into that company. A doctor, what have you, will come into a hospital and make anywhere from 80 to a couple $100 an hour. Meanwhile, that hospital takes home thousands for that hour, and they are happy with it. I'm telling you, you're going to enjoy me. I'm finna be amazing to you, spectacular to you for nothing but your benefit. The whole time, your enjoyment, your pleasure. I'm gonna roll out a red carpet. Oh no, I don't want to reciprocate your energy. Why not? I'm
No,
cool.
no, no.
I'm smooth.
We don't want to
Your
be
company don't
beholden
respect you
to
the way
it.
I respect
No,
you.
no,
We don't want to
I
be
didn't say
You a
that.
week's
beholden
worth of
to
my
it.
wage just to entertain you and
No,
show you
Hef,
how much I
Hef,
value and
didn't say that
appreciate
though.
you.
I didn't say that though. And let me just I hate when people compare us to like corporate America too. I hate those comparisons. But okay, it's fine. Go ahead and compare us
Writing all this shit
and
down.
say that. However, what I said was what I don't like about some tricks is that they have conditions to their, and I don't come to me with conditions because then I don't want to receive whatever you giving me. So that's why I don't participate. When I don't want no free money, I don't want no money from nobody because I don't want to be like stuck with having to give you whatever it is that you expect from me. Because I don't perform that way. You can't pay me.
You're an entrepreneur,
is
though.
that
How can you
different?
say that as an entrepreneur?
Is that different
You're
in a
providing
relationship,
services
though?
every day.
You can't pay me for my time, okay? So I don't need that. I don't want that. I don't
You're doing every day.
I don't
You're an
accept
Yeah,
entrepreneur.
I got.
It's okay. I work.
I got pushback
rather
too.
work. That's
Is that different in a
And where do
relationship?
you
though, I
work?
think?
Do you not provide a service for that payment?
Wait.
Yeah, but I don't gotta do nothing that I'm uncomfortable doing and pretending to be cool. with a trick
You
is
settled that in your
uncomfortable.
mind
It's
though.
uncomfortable.
That's
for me.
mental. That's not.
Well,
in
my mental
comparison to-
All right.
is past it.
Okay.
Jen.
I gotta agree with Hef on that, and I'm about to jump in the chat, Jabari. You keep messing with me, Jabari. Here's the thing, right? We all spend money on something. Some guys get paid, they go out and buy 53 video games. Some guys get paid and work on their Corvette. Some guys get paid and go buy cooch. Some guys get paid and go to the bars and buy drinks. I don't know why is it when men spend money on women in any way, shape, or form, whether they're expecting cooch or not, they get all this shame for it by other men. It's like it makes other men uncomfortable that some men can spend money and not give a damn, right? Are you shaming the guy that's buying 50 video games? Are you shaming the guy that's spending $5,000 for some rims because he wants to see them on a Corvette? Everybody makes their own money and should spend it however they see fit. But I noticed that men that spend money on women, if another man feels, oh, you simping, you a punk, you a trick, right? But I'm like, it's his damn money. He worked for it. Let the man spend it how he sees fit. Why do men get so much heat for that? Let the man spend. He made the damn money. And
But then,
I gotta disagree with Juana. Like, I've never gotten a drink at a bar and some dude pounding me outside. Like, I bought you a drink and therefore you owe me. So I don't know about that whole dynamic. But I'm like, damn well sure. If you want to pay me to go to a wedding and act like you're straight, I'm there. That's easy money for me.
But,
And you're doing a service. You're doing a service, Jen.
LB,
But yeah, I wouldn't call that a trick, though. That's my opinion. I wouldn't call somebody like that's what the arrangement is, and he's paying you for like to go out and be his. Like, I wouldn't necessarily, but I guess some people would.
So LB, how do you feel about this whole topic? Because we're going to make a transition. I want to hear how you feel about men spending money on women when they have resources to do so, even though the woman doesn't really feel them. How do you feel about that?
I'm with Juana. You saw me. I was shaking my arm with Juana. You don't spend money. You don't spend. It's your own money. It's a man's own money. He can spend it however way he wants.
Right.
And I can see from a player's perspective too that if you want to be a player like them, you may not want to. But you know what? Right. If you were a man, you made that money, you can do whatever you want. I'm not going to shame you. I'm not going to shame you.
That's what I said.
I love. He said I'm with Juana.
You agree with Jen, I think. You agree with Jen.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I agree with Juana and Jen, but because Juana's talking. Yeah, Juana's talking like no tricking at all, and I agree with her. I don't trick. I don't be doing that. I don't want to be in that position.
I don't care.
I don't want to be in that position.
So let's not shame tricks though. But if it weren't for tricks, I wouldn't be where I am today. Like, let's not shame tricks, please. We love tricks.
Let me ask
in society. They keep the world turning.
Okay, allow me to ask a clarifying question.
Yeah.
So, Juana, are you against it because you don't want to accept something from someone that you don't like and don't feel the same way about? Or is it that you don't want to accept it because it's transactional? Because if you don't like it because it's transactional, then I can push back. Because if you go into the other side of it in a relationship, like a romantic, like one-to-one relationship with somebody that you like, that's transactional. Like, they're paying the bills and then you doing what you do. I mean, you kind of have your roles, and it's kind of, we don't like to dull it down to say it, but it's kind of like this for that in a relationship. So is it just the fact that you don't like taking stuff from people you don't like that, or you don't want to be transactional?
I don't want to take anything from someone who feels like they can tell me what to do when they give it to me.
Control. She's about control.
I don't like that.
Right.
And I don't appreciate, especially it's a guy that I really don't even know for real. Right. Like, my man, I know him. So yeah, I know what our expectation is or whatever, but some stranger in the club buying me some drinks and then he's sitting around me, or he expect me to like give him my number or something like that. Makes me like, I will buy his drink. I've always done it. I'll send their money. I'll be like, how much was that? Give him his money and give him a tip. and give him a tip so he won't know.
Okay.
that
So
I-
it's just like it's
I
about
got
the
a question
person
for the
that like
ladies.
you don't like, or the one, or like someone you don't trust. That trust.
And I
has
don't
to be
see
in there.
I don't see relationships as transactional. I know some people do.
Okay.
And that's how people explain it. But when I enter into a relationship, well, I guess I haven't been in no relationships where I've split besides marriage, or we've even dealt with each other on the financial level, like, oh, I'm splitting money with you, or we sharing money, or whatever. I've never done that with anybody unless I was married. So I'll say that. So secondly, I just don't want to ever have a man giving me stuff and like I don't know what his expectations are, or even if I do know what his expectations are, I know that I don't want to like do that. I know I don't want to have, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I
You want to
know I
agree to
don't
the
want to
deal,
have that
basically,
type of
in the words of
relationship.
Mr. O.
Yeah,
That's respectable
and then
because
it's
like
like,
it's a lot
no,
of
I
women
don't
that'll
want to take
take
that.
your money and know they have no intentions of
Yes,
sleeping with
and
you.
I'm not that.
They'll
I'm
take a
not that
trip,
shit.
they'll take
Right.
a bag,
Yeah.
they'll take a bottle,
Yeah.
and they're like, I'm never gonna give him none, but I'll take his stuff.
Yes,
And
Yeah.
that's not cool.
I don't do
That's
that.
why
Not
I
cool.
said, but
I
that's why
don't
I
use
said,
people.
but that's
what I'm
why
saying.
I
Yeah.
said, never come out your pocket with some money you're gonna regret spending if you are a man. Keep that shit in your pocket. And women, I agree with Juana in that aspect. Don't take anything from a man where you feel like he has an expectation on you. I have never once in my life gotten some money or gift or anything. A man said, I'm giving you this because, right? So if you're a woman, I would advise against taking something from a man you don't like, because that can turn violent, that can turn toxic, that can turn
Yes.
negative. So
Yeah,
if you're
I
a
don't do that. That's
Great
why I
point.
was saying.
is keep your money in your pocket, because I notice a lot of men are scorned, just as women are scorned. Okay, people try to ignore and deflect, but a lot of men are scorned, and we've seen them in the YouTube streets, and they are hella pissed off that they've spent money on women with no return. Keep your money in your pocket.
That's what I'm saying. Stop tricking.
I think we have a responsibility to follow that statement with something that's very, 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 very true. And in today's world, our first show was on the consequences of no instructions. In today's world, a lot of women don't really understand the way men's mind work. And when you play with a man and tell him, I'm going to be with you one day, keep giving me your money. I love you, keep giving me your money. One day, keep playing him up. At some point, he's going to want to cash that in because he's believing that he's making all these efforts because you're telling him that you want to be with him one day. And it's not okay to play with a man and accept his advances and knowing what his intentions are and what he wants from you, knowing you'll never give him that. It does not end well. It ends tragic in a lot of situations. So I can respect what one is like. If you're going to buy me a drink and I want you, I'll buy you one back because I don't owe you nothing.
I don't owe you nothing.
You know what?
And when I say I'm going to take you out on a date and you know you're not sexually attracted to me, tell me you don't want to go.
I do.
Tell me I don't want to go on a date
one
because I am attracted to you and I'm going to want that. But if you keep playing with me like, yeah, I'm attracted to you and I don't want you, and then that persists for like time,
I don't play with people like
year,
that.
men go crazy. You
That's
got guys that'll
duplicitous. That's
snap
really
and-
dishonest. Yeah.
I've seen it.
Because
I've
don't play
seen
with
it.
me
I'm
like
not gonna
that.
put it on YouTube, but I've seen it. It ends bad.
I don't want nobody
It-
playing
it-
with
it
me.
happens
I don't want
on
nobody
both
playing with me like that.
You play
Like,
with
don't be.
a weak-minded man,
Don't
and you
have
play
me
with his
around
emotions. Play with
Yeah.
the emotions of a weak-minded man.
Darrell?
I mean, that goes both ways. There is a show called Snapped
can
on
wait.
Oxygen. Like you just
I was thinking the same thing, Jen.
And I was like,
with people, period, because women wild out too, and men do this. They act like, they want to use her car and bring it back, empty. They want to sleep with it. You know what I mean? Just
And
don't
see,
do that.
I'm gonna defend y'all on this
Oh,
because
we
I
learned
know
something today. We learned something. Notorious
know
B.I.G.
better.
says, there are a whole lifestyle called financial domination or pay pigs. They want to spend money usually on women they don't sleep with. I can see me growing into that.
True.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
can see me doing that as I get older. I swear. If I don't get married,
About ego, it's about companionship.
if I don't get married, right? I can see me doing it.
Why?
Hey, that's too much
think
for me.
men-
Too
I've
much
never,
for me. I get it.
I've
I get
never
it.
heard of it. I
Men know
honestly have
better.
never heard of it.
See, men know better. We know exactly what we're doing. When you playing with the mind of a woman, you know you manipulating her.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah.
woman is actually believing that you're going to protect her and be there for her. And a lot of those women believe that I love you. They really believe you love them.
So do you really believe she's
I'm gonna come back tonight. I'll be home. They really believe you about to come back.
Yeah, they
Like
really
they
believe
really
that
be
she's gonna
because they want that. They want that companionship. They want to be wanted by somebody. And if you making her feel wanted, like she's gonna buy into that. And
Well,
men gotta understand that these women who also heal us, they love hard. They give you themselves and they trust in you to balance that emotion. You got a responsibility to these women in your life to manage their emotions the right way.
Not all
For
women
men,
are.
we don't get that sympathy. I'm not gonna get no sympathy to those men. You didn't manage your emotions the right way, man. No, dude, you shouldn't be in your feelings like that. You should be
What
mentally
Jabari say?
presiding over this situation.
Jabari saying the wealthiest people I know do not believe in wasting money. They spend money on things that they feel are a return of that investment. Let me tell you, Jabari, wealthy people are not a monolith. I know people in my contacts right now who will order a private jet and fly out their whole entourage and a bunch of Instagram chicks just so they could be the person that could afford to do that. Wealthy people are not a monolith. Wealthy people like spending money and showing that they have money. So maybe you're talking about some old guys that is like, I'm not spending a penny unless I get back a return. That is BS. Trust me, wealthy people are not a monolith. There are people with money that are showing that they have money and spending it, and they like other people around them to see they have it.
Jabari, you think
I like that. I like that man.
Spend it different.
I like that man Jabari talking about. That's the man I
They
like.
can spend it different.
I don't like the other men. That's you fronting and stunting. I don't like that. See, that's why I'm different. That's why I'm different.
Fun though. Those men are fun. Like everything doesn't have to be.
I'm not fun. I don't like those guys.
Something that used to be just chivalry. Like since the beginning of time, when we watch movies, 1920s, 30s, 40s, a man will see a beautiful woman at the bar and say, "Hey, what are you drinking? Send that woman over there this, or send a bottle over there that." Why did that turn so ugly? Like, I'm not taking that drink because you ain't gonna be wanting nothing from me. Wait a minute.
It might have turned ugly because guys start
it's
expecting
okay for
something.
I think some people should.
Those men expected the same thing. They just had a level of grace and class about it.
So men are graceless and classless now?
No, you can't say, I bought you a bottle. You better give me some when we get home. No, you got to appreciate the journey with that woman. Yeah. It's a catch hand. Like there's an art to getting a woman's attention. So however that is, she gives you a signal to let you know it's okay to approach or make an attempt. And then you return a gesture. And if she receives it in a kind way, then I approach. And then I approach and we go from there. It's a fair exchange. There is no robbery at the end of this.
Right.
No one person is slighted at the end.
Right.
We both have an appreciation on the experience, man.
So you're explaining the nuance.
I think the only thing I would do over Mr. O.
Like, I want sex, but I don't want you to go to the bathroom right now.
I mean, I'm not talking about
chivalry. I want to work for it.
I'm not talking about chivalry and a guy treating me nicely. I'm not going to be like, you treated me nice. Oh, I don't like you no more. No, I'm talking about the guys that do it and expect something from you. And I don't like that.
But I'm going to say like the chivalrous guys expect the same thing. These
but
guys
they
that
don't.
have class,
at least they not pushy.
Right.
Yeah, I'm about to say, hold on.
They're
Let me get this out real quick.
To the forefront, they're going to appreciate the experience and the taste.
Good.
For me,
less thirsty. I like it.
The money is not a problem, right? The money should never be an issue. Like Jen said, if you can't spend it, don't go out, right? And I'm not saying that about you, O, right? But with me in these situations with sex, you don't have to ask. I take her out on a date. I spend what I spend. If she want to smash, she already made her mind up either during the conversation, during the date.
Facts.
I never have to ask for that. I never have to ask for oral, none of that.
That's right.
It's going to all come. You know what I'm saying? So for me, like when I was listening earlier, that's the only thing I thought about was like, damn, dudes really spending money and asking. That's crazy. For me, you know, I'm damn near walking into situations where she want to fuck already, right? The dinner is
you warming her up with the date.
Yeah, I'm about to say the dinner is damn near just us, just two people having dinner, right? We've been made our minds about that. And that's the spaces that I walk in when I'm talking to women. Yeah, I'm saying. So for me, my advice to guys would be don't even bring that up. Spend what you spend, keep it G. I almost guarantee that, you know, if she wants you, you're gonna get it at the end of the night. It's guaranteed. If she don't want you, you're not. And I think it's something that you should go back to the table and reevaluate. But for me, it's always about just be a gentleman and let the pussy come. And usually it does every single time.
Is this what guys got to understand? And I'm saying things that women don't have privy to on how our minds work. Yeah, when I see you and I'm attracted, I am thinking about sex, but I am going to enjoy the journey and I'm not going to put it on the forefront. And I think guys need to understand how women's minds work as well. Like you're not approaching a woman and talking about these things. But I know women, when they meet a man within the first 300 seconds, man, like this is 5 minutes. She already knows if he just don't say the wrong thing, I might give him some. But if he fuck it up with his mouth, then he might be out of there. You don't bring it up. Like the fact that she's turned her body towards you, giving her time, say the right things to keep the night going. And at some point, the sex is going to make sense. What's understood don't never have to be explained when you're in the right situation. So men ain't talking about it. I don't like the guys like, yeah, you ain't going to have sex with me. I want to have sex. And you're not talking about sex. It's understood on both sides. We don't have to explain it. We're just going to enjoy the journey and embrace the experience and continue the night. I'm not buying you a drink and say, now you got to go to the bathroom with me right now. Like, no, like, let me see what goes. And if at the end of that drink, there's something about your characteristics that don't align with the way I think, then we can respectfully part ways. Like, it ain't about that. And that was a fair exchange.
Can I say this, Mr. O? Every woman knows that y'all just want sex. I don't know why you thought that was like a big
No, thing. It's not.
We know that. Right. We definitely like I'm never unclear about that.
Just in case you didn't, I'm letting you know. We all want to have sex.
Women want it as well. We already enter that into the conversation also.
But Mr. O, what I'm saying is that's not a big, oh my God, I didn't know that. I know that. So that's why I don't even accept certain things from men.
Right.
Because I already know what you want, and the ones that's acting like they don't want that, I'm game.
Lying.
Unless you have told me, like, I just want you to take me. I just want to walk in the room with you because I need a girl. Blah blah blah. Right? If they honest, like Jen said, and tell you up front that that's what they want, cool. But most of the time, they want sex.
So that's why it's funny to me when I see a lot of guy-girl friendships. Because I feel like the guys are like, I don't want to have sex with you. I just want to be your friend. And like, I don't think that's real. I think that like, if you offered it to him, he'd take it. I don't know. Like I tell girls all the time when I meet them, like respectfully, like we can have a respectful conversation. But if I'm sexually attracted to you, we'll know it. And I'm not going to hide it. And I don't want to feel guilty about it. I want to be honest about it so that we can move accordingly. It don't got to be disrespectful, but I ain't going to play with you because my time ain't to be wasted either. I don't like guys that play like they don't want a woman in that way and then secretly have like a shrine in their closet about this girl and you obsessed with her. Like, that's just weird. Be real about who you are. There are women in my life that are platonically friends because there's no sexual desire in any way. And it's based on the nature of the relationship. But if I'm sexually attracted to you, we can be friends. But I want you to know that if you want to call me one night, you can. I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to lie about it. I don't like guys that lie about that because it more than not, the guy that's in your life, he's attracted to you physically.
I feel like that's maybe why I have my experience because I haven't had too many males around me that just didn't want to sleep with me. Like I just didn't. Yeah. Except like my family, my cousins and my uncles and stuff. I'm not
they all did,
not they all. Not they all. Because like on every world standard,
I'm not talking about y'all on the panel. I'm saying
why wouldn't you want to sleep with an 8, 9, or 10? Like, what's wrong with you, dude? Like,
what I'm saying is in my real life, not in like on the panel or people I know virtually, whatever. I'm saying in my real life, just having a male friend, they all want to have sex.
So now. Question about friends. Are we talking about maybe friends that we've had for a while, or are you meaning like friends that you've met in adulthood? Because I have a close friend that is a male and we've been friends for years and years and years, and that has never even
Call him at 3
comes to the
a.m.
equation.
Call him at 3 a.m. with that sleepy voice, that sexy voice.
That fresh and fit challenge.
That's always
hey friend, when you come over, I don't feel like being alone right now.
That's always the response. But here's the thing. That's always the response. Call him at 3 o'clock in the morning, tell him you horny, see what happens. Right?
See what happens. Yeah.
But
Why you say it like that, Jen? Why you say it like that?
Because it's true, Mr. O.
Now you're talking about biology.
Say it like that. I mean, it's a real test.
That doesn't mean it's not a real. It actually isn't a good test. It actually isn't a good test. Although there are some male dudes that'll tell me, like, "Are you bugging? You all right? You drunk? What's wrong, Jen?"
Exactly.
I wouldn't even answer. 3 a.m. in the morning? Absolutely not. I am asleep. Absolutely not. I am asleep.
What if I'm on the side of the road?
What if you're not?
You on your own. You should have had your man. I'm trying to help you get your man.
But what if you're not asleep?
If I'm not asleep, nah. If I'm with somebody, if I'm occupied, absolutely not. Even then, and she would know if I'm occupied too, because she would know.
What if
she's part of my circle? She's part of my circle. She knows.
Let's say that's like you have a female friend and you're like, I would never take money from a woman because I'm a certain type of man. I'm not. And then your friend calls you and she's like, look, I got $1 million. You mean a lot to me. I want to give you this $500K just because you mean a lot to me. You're not going to be like, nah, I'm not the type to take money from women. You got to take money from women. You're talking about human nature. So of course, if a woman calls a man, you know what I mean? Penis goes into vagina. So you call a man at 3 o'clock in the morning and you tell him, hey, I'm horny, come over, even if he's your friend, of course he's gonna be like, okay, kind of sort of. I don't mind having sex.
Well, you are my friend, so I want to make sure you're okay. So I think it's my duty. Right.
I have a question.
Well, that's a green light.
At 3 a.m. in the morning.
You signed up to go all the way.
Nikki, you have a question?
Yeah, I got a question.
Nikki, you have a question?
I do. So I feel like some type of way, because I feel like I missed out on all the tricking that had went down, and I'm feeling some type of way about it. And I'm trying to figure out. Now, this is just my theory, because you said something, Mr. O. You said, I want to be the first one to buy you this, and I want to be the first one to take you to the south of France, and I want to be the first one to do this for you. And I feel like, as an accomplished woman who did a lot of things for myself, like if I already been to the south of France, and I already been to Rome, and I already been to Barcelona twice, and I did that for myself. Is there a power dynamic? Like men want to trick on women
I'm gonna tell you
who haven't experienced much or who are going to be more impressed by certain things?
I'm gonna tell you this. And we're gonna use this restaurant because it's just nationally known. I don't care if you've been to Roof Chris 100 times. If a man is spending his money to take you to Roof Chris, act like it's your first time. Act like it's the first time you ever went. Don't say, oh, I've been here. I remember somebody else took me. I get, hey, you know me. Hey, don't do that. Because we're ego-driven. We're egotistical guys. We want to impress you. That's just our efforts for trying to earn the right to even have sex with you. We felt like we earned it because we did the things that we should have done to be worthy of your time. If you've been to Dubai plenty of times with your homegirls, act like it's your first time if he wants to take you there.
I'm not gonna lie, Mr. O, yep, I see Walnut's face when Mr. O guy has a point. I don't 100% agree with him, but I know women that told me, how many girls have you been here with? So he has a point. Because if I took Jen, Kim, or Nikki to
this with all the girls.
If I took y'all to a popular restaurant in New York, Towels, Budokan, whatever, you're gonna ask me based on how I walk in, what I know. You gonna ask me what is it good to eat over here, like whatever. You're gonna be like, oh, hold up, how many girls you took here before? Y'all don't like that. So now he's saying the same thing y'all say. So why is that an issue?
I don't know where I went wrong. That's all.
Because I feel like nobody really answered her question. Nikki, yes. Like when a man has an ego, as we know, right? So they do like, I'm not going to say tricking or simping. They do like being the first experience of a woman who hasn't experienced much. So if a man meets you and his thing is like, well, I like taking, women to Italy. I want to show off. You're like, well, I've already been to Italy. Of course, he's going to be more excited about taking a woman who's never been there. I have an ego too. So I like being the first, with a guy too. I don't want to do something for a guy. And it's like, oh yeah, my last 3 girlfriends did that for me. So I think it's a human thing. You want somebody to experience something with you that they haven't experienced prior to. Going back to what King said, I don't want to go in a restaurant where they know you by your first name. You usual table, Mr. Mo, over here. same bottle of wine? Sure, I'll get that right for you. I'm gonna be like, ew, like how many girls?
What's the girl of the evening's name?
So if you see
About to
a
ask for
woman
another
who
waiter.
you assume is of a certain caliber, or you assume she has a certain amount of money or a certain title or whatever, are you less likely to attempt the tricking because you think, oh, she already, I'm not going to get.
She already got enough. Mm-hmm.
He's just not gonna call you no more.
Damn.
That's interesting.
You're not gonna know why you lost him. But when you see, y'all got
No, I
y'all
mean, are you
carried
not
it.
even going to approach? Like I'm saying, as a man, do you not
It's
even try
just
to approach
Wow.
women that
in
you-
today's world we live in, most women, y'all got a pair of scissors on the holster. Y'all ready to cut a man's penis off in public.
Mr.
Sometimes
O,
you don't
Mr.
even know
O,
you're doing
you
it.
read that? Mr. O, did you read that? Is that the
Sometimes you
same
don't even know you're
thing?
doing it.
Is that the same thing? Do all men feel like that? Like the way men that think like you, like they want to be everybody's first.
Right. So like if a man has no kids and he's literally focused on building a legacy, not a oops baby, he definitely wants to
Damn.
be the only one that was in there.
Oops,
Damn.
baby.
Yeah, I mean, a guy that just had a kid, like, oh damn, I got her pregnant, I wasn't trying to. But if you're focused on building a legacy, you definitely want to be the only one that used that womb. But you got to be worthy of that. You got to have earned the right to even want that. You got to have reached a certain level in life to even demand that. Not wanna, you're the exception. I'm not talking to you. Please don't.
Because none of this applies to
I
me.
know.
I'm listening to it. I was like,
I already know. I love you.
none of this shit.
You having your way.
I'm
in
not
a way
about
that
to
most
pretend.
women can't.
Can I ask
No.
something, please, King?
I'm not
Please,
about to
can
pretend.
we-
Go ahead.
Can we break a rule because Blitz Me really wants to cam up? She says something very, very interesting, and I think it would be spicy, but she doesn't want to cam up, but she wants to come up. She said, damn, I hate to admit this, but I'm seeing the whole masculine thing they complain about in the manosphere. And then she said, I wish we didn't have to cam up. I would come and explain because I really get it now. Can she come up?
If y'all all vote on it,
We've seen her before, though, right?
yeah,
Like
if
we've
y'all
seen
all
her.
vote
We
on
know
it.
she's a
I like
reporter.
her, but y'all all vote on it. I want all y'all
Bless
to
me
vote on it.
good.
All right, I
Yeah, I
know
like
she's
Blitz
mad.
Me.
Let's go. So come up.
Yeah, because I'm with.
Come
She
up,
said,
Blitz
she said
Me.
the M word, so let's get it.
I would say this though, as far as what Mr. O just said, there's a lot of men that have great legacies with women who have had children by other men. You know what I'm saying? Not just famous ones like Russell Wilson, but there's, I mean, in our community, especially where single mothers is prevalent,
Yeah.
that's a big thing. I hate to say it's a
Gucci.
lot of mothers have had children, have sons and daughters, end up getting married to a whole different man. I mean, I see it all the time in Michigan. So I
Yeah.
mean,
So
based
I
on what I
said it
see, I had
wrong.
to disagree.
I
Yes,
said
sir.
it wrong. I said it wrong because like I'm saying what's preferable in a
Right.
perfect world,
Right.
but I'm
Okay.
not saying that it's not possible.
Right.
No,
It's
the problem.
exceptions,
Hey.
but
Ideally.
God bless. God bless the
Even more
kid.
than exceptions, it's more prevalent to even be the normal option because that's what's more readily available. In
Right.
today's world, you're not you got a lot of women out here who have kids, and I tend to find women who have kids more than I find women who don't have any at all. So at the end of the day, like you gotta take the situation for what it is and be man enough to be able to preside over that. It requires more responsibility from the man to not only preside over a new woman, but also taking her child as well. And that's just another level of man. So if you're gonna have your choice as a man who don't have kids and starting out, you would more likely tell yourself you want a woman who also doesn't have as
Miss,
well. But
Mr.
not to
O.
say that a woman with kids would not be a situation that makes sense for you.
Mr.
Right.
O. God bless the Robin Harrises, the ones that'll be taking care of baby's kids. I thought you
One of
remember.
my favorite comedians.
Yeah, I thought you remember that.
Hey, Bliss.
Hey, Blitz Me.
Hi, ladies. Thank you so much for breaking the rule. You guys know I would never violate your channel, so I appreciate it.
No, you
I just want
family.
to
Thank you.
thank you. So really fast. So as I was listening to Wana and the Glow Code, I started because I have these masculine and feminine conversations with my brother. He's extremely masculine, Christian, married man, right? So some of the things he spoke to me about when he was like telling me about myself, and we would argue. I'm seeing so like when Wana says if a man sends me a drink, your response is to send back a more expensive one. That's like emasculating. Like there's a polite way to like let someone down or just, kindly accept and let someone down easy, but your first response is to like emasculate him. Like you're challenging the masculine, but it's like somebody was just trying to do something nice for you. And then the glow code, when you said like, well, what if you're accomplished and you've been to this country, that country, this country, like that doesn't matter. Why not appreciate that somebody's trying to do something nice for you instead of trying to put yourself on an even playing field? So then you start to look like you are trying to be on the same, like you're trying to be, I don't agree with this, but I understand when they say, it's like you're trying to be a man. Because it's like, if these are the things I can do for you, and your response is, well, I did it for myself. Like that, like, there's no balance. So is that
I didn't say my response is, I'm trying to figure out why I'm not getting these things. And I'm asking if it's because people assume I've already gotten them. Some of them I have. So it's not, no one's ever offered. And I said, oh no, I already been there. I'm just trying to say, is that people think, oh, she's a lawyer. Oh, she's this. Oh, she's been here. I'm not even going to try because she already whatever. If someone offered to take me somewhere, I'm not sending no passport stamps back.
Right, Nikki, I kind of agree with Bliss me a little bit because you never verbally said no, but your aura can, right? So, for example, when you first
look at her face,
the aura, because body language aids in communication, right? So one time we had a discussion. I don't know, our very first discussion, or very first Queen's Court you were part of. You talked about flex worthy things.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So certain men can't present certain to you because you're always like, that's not even flex worthy to me. Why are you even telling me that? You see what I'm saying? So your aura, so Bliss me has a point. Your aura could be like, give pushback. Kim has an aura that gives pushback if a man's not flex worthy. Wanda has an aura, if you're not flex worthy, she's like, you played yourself.
Okay, right? let me can I respond, because she did mention my name, and so I want to make sure I respond to that, because I typically don't care if people call me masculine or think I'm masculine, and I really typically truly don't respond to it, because men must like masculine, because I ain't never had a problem partnering or finding a man. So if that's the case, then I must be a masculine, sexy mother sucker to Miss Men. But anyway, I will say this to you. I never once said that I deny every man who buy me a drink, because that's not what I do. And I have been wined and dined pretty much my whole life. So I know how to take and accept a gift graciously and with them from a man. But what I did say is that I don't do tricks. And if you don't understand what I mean by that is, I don't like men who give me conditions upon the money that they give me or the gifts that they give me, and I will return it graciously. And what I mean by graciously is more than what you gave me. I will make sure it's clear that I don't want anything from you. And if you don't respect that, that's how I move. Now, if you want to take a gift from a man and you think that's cool with me. I'm not shaming you, but don't shame me for my choices. That's how I choose to move with it.
I want you to just really quickly, I don't want you to feel like, I hope you don't feel like I was trying to be disrespectful. I know you're married, and so clearly you don't have any problems, but I was just making a point to other people who are observing, and because we hear those terms a lot, so I was just trying to point out, oh, I see what these people are saying in certain instances. That was my whole objective. So I wasn't trying to personally attack you, but to give you some pushback. You say that, but when he said, oh, that's emasculating, you said, yes, I am trying to emasculate. That's what you said. Yeah.
But did you hear the entire context? See, context is important. And I know a lot of time on these YouTube streets, what we do is we take a little piece of what somebody said and we run with it, because I've had that happen to me my whole entire time. So what I said was, I talked about tricking specifically, and everybody replay it. Did I say?
No, I heard everything. I did.
Okay. I don't say that. Tawana didn't say, oh, if a man buy me a drink, I'm going to automatically send him another drink back. No, what I said was, I don't do tricks. I don't do people who give me expectations, or you give me a drink, now you want to sit at my table and you want to follow me around. I don't like that. I don't deal with men like that. So, I mean, but regardless, people can think you masculine. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't use those words. I think that people weaponize that word. Oh, you masculine, and then they supposed to make women feel bad about being vocal or having an opinion. But I don't. I'm gonna be vocal. I'm gonna have me an opinion.
Get on your mods. Get on the mods. Get on the mods.
Yeah.
They out of line.
I agree with you. They do weaponize it a lot. And again, I wasn't trying to disrespect you, but I did see some of those qualities. So that shows.
Time out. Premium 93 gotta go.
I mean, it's, you know.
It's disrespect to Tawana right there. They gotta go. That's too far.
Who I mean, listen, I got a strong opinion, and it is what it is. People gonna disagree with it,
and it's okay.
It is what it is.
Yeah, but that's why I don't like that other network, because I'm glad you called them out, Mr. O. Yeah. Thank you, because that's why I don't like the other network. The same thing that happened to Jen is happening to Wanda, where people put these malicious shit outside, right? Yeah. And you got cornballs like that want to keep on promoting that.
I mean, you can say how you feel, but that's too far, bro.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, here's the thing. I don't need someone to tell me how to be feminine and what that looks like to them. Mm-hmm. And I don't need a man to define that for me. But if you do, that's fine. And I don't have a problem with that. Some women want to know what he wants me to be. And that's, they want to duplicate that. But I don't need that.
All right, let's like say it different. I'm big on that. In today's world, like
say nothing different. That's how I feel, Mr. O.
Because I just want everybody to get along. I want everybody. I want us to understand each other.
I'm not personalizing.
They're not arguing.
Well, like I want men
to feel a little bit of tension on her side, but I'm straight. We're all strangers.
So let me just say, can I say it a little different? Let's acknowledge the fact that like women in today's world wouldn't be able to achieve the levels of success that they have without developing traits that allow them to be competitive in a patriarchy society. You have to develop certain traits to even be to succeed, to achieve certain levels of success, to earn a certain amount of money, to get to certain levels in your career. There are men that dominate these things, and women have to show dominance and compete. And these are masculine traits that they develop, rightfully so, to get to where they are. So we can acknowledge that it exists. I don't think the women on the panel have any problem putting their masculine traits on the back burner for a man that is deserving of their femininity.
Oh, okay, just please. And I've said this before. I'll say it again, say it till I'm blue in the face. Women have masculine and feminine energy, and we don't just use the masculine to push forward in our career or our education. Like, it ebbs and flows. Like, a woman cannot exist in her feminine energy and like survive the world. Like, it just does not work like that. I think if that were the intent, then we wouldn't have both testosterone and estrogen. It ebbs and it flows. It's more about survival than it is, right. Oh, I just want to be good at my job. Oh, I just want to get this PhD.
Right.
Like,
I think I said that. I think that's exactly what I said.
I think you said something different. I think what you were saying.
I should have said it like you said it, because that's exactly what I was saying.
Because it's based in science. And like that's where just give me 1 second. Right. Because that's where some of this manosphere stuff goes wrong, because it really is anecdotal. Like, it just really is just some made up stuff that people are saying and talking about. And it's like actual things in nature to point to some of this stuff. It's scientific. So my understanding, Mr. O, of what you said was that women use this masculine energy to push forward and to kind of thrive in the world that we have.
But you said survive, and so I should have said that word, because that's the same thing I was thinking. But if I would have said women need to survive, y'all would have been like, survive? So
no,
I tried to say it in another way, but but
that's true.
It didn't translate. So
okay,
right, but I'm saying the same thing.
Why people so care? People too scary. Say what you got to say. Whoever gets offended, I say offense. If that's a choice, no one's forcing you to be offended. I'm gonna say what I gotta say the way I gotta say it. You choose whether or not I'm important enough for you to get offended. I understand what Bliss Me is saying. I understand what Juana's saying. I understand what Mr. O was saying, but say it with your chest. Like, we don't have. I feel like we're all family here. I don't think anybody's gonna go with anybody here. Say what you gotta say.
He said with my chest. Okay.
Here's the thing.
But Bliss,
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here's the thing. I'm not.
No, Mr. O.
She wanted. Oh, I got.
Yeah, take it up.
It ain't gonna come. It ain't gonna.
What? Here's what I have to
Taylor,
say.
it ain't gonna come.
I don't. Whatever people reason is for why women behave a certain way, it's fine. I am just letting you know that the way I behave is the way I behave. I don't give a damn about. I don't care about societal norms and expectations of me. I am not traditional in that way. So y'all always gonna be disappointed if y'all expect me to act prim and proper. I'm gonna say what the hell I feel.
No, I don't.
How I mean.
Bliss,
Like
and
you're like this anomaly that you're like this unicorn that we
I'm
never
not
seen.
an anomaly. I know a lot.
I don't think.
of
Yeah,
women
you're not.
who
I want to live in Candyland where you live, and all these women are perfect, and like, I would
I'm
like.
not perfect, as you can see.
You have a lot of the values that we don't find commonly in society.
What are
Okay,
they?
but Mr. O, I'm not perfect, but let me tell you this. I know how to
What are they? I want to hear them values. What are they?
Yeah, what are they? What are the values that she have that makes her unique, an anomaly to you?
I was about to tell y'all, but go ahead. He can tell y'all.
I would like to, and I would say that her husband has already made that clear. The same reasons that he married her.
Okay, can I?
And I'm good. I ain't gonna walk me off the cliff.
I will say
You get married every day, B. I need more than that, Mr. O.
One thing about me is I know how to partner. I know how to be in a relationship. I know how to communicate. I know how to compromise. And a lot of those things you need in order to be married.
Because you've even said yourself that you said yourself, Juana, that by textbook or on paper, you would not have been remarriable compared to the standards of today's world.
Right.
However, with two kids and at your age, you still are giving all these young girls hell. And that's not common for most girls that we meet. You are
the goal for me was marriage. So I put energy into that.
And that was
that's a good point, Juana.
That's the goal for me.
Juana, that's a good point. A lot of so can I be bold to say this?
Yeah.
The women who are not married, they don't really want to be married.
The ones who desire marriage.
That's what I'm saying. The women who desire married, who are not married, they don't even really want to be married. Because she said that was her goal. Forget about everything else. That was her goal. She wanted
that was
it.
a goal for me. I don't want to say.
I'm just doing a hypothesis.
I'm not saying that because maybe the way I went to my goal, I accomplished it before them. So I don't want to say that they don't want to be married. What I will say is that everybody goes about their goal differently. I go about it being my authentic, true self because I don't ever want my man to marry me down the line and then find out I'm a totally different chick. And then get confused and like the real me come out, which a lot of people say that happens when they get married. I'm not that type of person. I come exactly who I am. I'm authentic and we work it out. But if women do it their own way, they do it their own way.
Jen said it too one time. And she confirmed yay or nay, Jen. You said if you wanted to be married, you would be married. Absolutely. And I think that was a bold statement, Juana, and you said because a lot of women don't feel that way.
That wasn't, that's why I stressed. That is not a goal for me. It's not an end goal. I don't feel validated with a ring on. I'm not saying you do one. I'm saying my life. A lot of women, it's their goal from when they're little. They feel complete when they have a husband. I don't give a good god fuck about a husband. Been there, done that. After my ex, I've been in relationships with men who wanted to marry me. And we'll joke around. I'm like, when are you gonna ask to marry me? And men will say, you ain't ready for that. You don't want that. Like men knew I didn't want that. Don't come at me with that. But I think men automatically think because women put so much emphasis on marriage, men feel pressure to like, I gotta ask her eventually. I gotta make her a wife because that's what she wants. It's like traditional hogwash, in my opinion, just for me. But I also said on the last show, some people do better as a couple. Some people, men and women, they do better as a couple. It's not a need that I have. I didn't want to be. Some women feel more worthy when they can say, I'm Mrs. blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm worthy at Jen Garcia, okay? Proud of my father's name, I'm good there. The day I want to get married, then like Juana, then I'll be like, oh, let me go find me a husband. It'll be easy to do, right? To me, it's not as hard. I don't know, maybe I'm delusional, but it's not as hard as people make it out to seem. I know the manosphere makes it a big, oh, you're not married? Like, it's so easy to get married. That's why I joke about it. I say it happens every day, B.
Yeah, but guess what? But
not for all women.
Jen, I can say this: the manosphere, and you know, I'm against the rep code aspect of the manosphere, but they say it's hard to marry the man you want. Not that it's hard to marry; it's a difference.
Yeah.
Can you marry the man you really want?
Right. You can find any man. Right. That's what.
Right. You can find anybody here can find any man they want.
Right.
I mean, any man. But can you marry the man that you really want?
Right.
I can.
Like, no, Jen, you can't marry me. That's number one. Number two, at the end of the day, what the man that you want, like the man that you really want, if they're ideal man that you say, I want him.
I've dated men that I would have married, but that's not what I want in my life right now. Okay. It's
not a goal for you right now.
Women feel worthy when they're amidst something. They feel complete. They walk in different. They're part of the wives crowd now. They get to sit at the luncheon and talk about their husbands. It's like it's a group like any other. I don't feel a need to be a member in that group, right?
But Jen, you know, that's me. It's LB. Sorry. I hear you. I feel you. Don't you think it's like we are mistaking like life goals here? Like I do agree with some women do want like that marriage aspect, but I think even they are mistaken because it's not really the marriage that you want. You want to be together with somebody for the rest of your life. That's like not you, but for women that want to get married, women that want that marriage. I think they want to get married. They want to stay with that person for the rest of their life. It's not necessarily.
I understand that, but I'm gonna give you a little pushback. And here's the only reason why I give you a little pushback. I think honestly, men view marriage that way more than women do. Women, you're forgetting, or maybe you didn't forget, women are conditioned since we could walk and talk that we're supposed to be somebody's wife. That one day we're supposed to get bigger and pretty and put on a big white dress and invite everybody and be the princess of the ball. Women are conditioned like that. But then they grow up and it's like, if they haven't done that yet, they feel like something is wrong with them because their whole lives since 2 years old, they were putting on little wedding dresses and dancing in the mirror. So I think it's different. I think women go into wanting marriage different. They feel worthy around other women, right? Even their personalities change. Like, I'm a wife now. I got the ring. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're in that.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. But I think too, there's like, I think maybe that's what you're probably were taught that, and I'm not a girl, so I wouldn't know. But you correct the women of the panel. You correct me if I'm wrong.
Let me say this, because like, I guess I don't know chicks that just get married for the group. I don't know that, so I can't. So I don't know that. So here's the thing: the first time I got married, I was pregnant. That's why I got married. Like, it was legit. Like, you're pregnant, and you're not gonna leave my daughter to have a baby, like, and not be pregnant, and that's why our marriage didn't last.
Oh, it was a true shotgun wedding.
It was a true, like, I'm pregnant.
You know the history of shotgun wedding, right?
What you gonna do? Because I can't be a single mama like out here in these streets, right? But we lasted for 10 years. So I mean, he hates when I say that because he's like, no, I didn't marry you for that. But I say that because that is the truth. We did that for that reason.
Let me tell you something. So women want weddings. Women want weddings. I feel like women want weddings.
I went to the courthouse.
And here's why. the men like in the manosphere wouldn't be able to weaponize married against women if women didn't want it so bad.
I do.
That's true. That's true.
I will say this. Some women
are thinking about marriage. Women are thinking about marriage before they even meet a man. If that's not proof. If that's not proof, women already think about it.
They weaponize it.
But they might be thinking about it from a life partnership standpoint and maybe like building my life with someone, not just arbitrarily being, somebody's wife. The cool thing I think about what we're seeing in marriage now is that people are getting their power back and they're able to say, this is going to look like what we want it to look like. This is going to be what it is that we want to be. Because I mean, I think partnership is important. Now, again, as I said before, you don't have to be married to have an effective partnership. But I do think that now some women are looking at it more so from that standpoint. And if we also think about, building a legacy, me, building wealth, like the legal part of that marriage kind of is important when we're coming into wealth building and legacy and certain things like that. So again, like I said, I think what we're seeing is women and men kind of reinventing marriage a little bit and kind of making it to where, okay, this is going to be the type of relationship that we want it to be, and we're going to go forward. So
yeah,
I'm seeing people phase out of being married just to be married.
Kim, you are about your coins, and every message that you have, it aligns with that one thing. Like
that's right.
You treat marriage like a business, and you do not play with the litigious aspect or the financial aspect of marriage at all.
Nope.
And so I have a question for you, in regards to women desiring, because you said you changed the word. I said want. You said no, desire, right? Why did you change the word to desire? The women desiring marriage, and if they desire it, if they really desire it, they can get it. Do you believe that?
Yeah, because I think it's good to make that distinction between women that desire marriage and women that don't, because to Jen's point, she's like, hey, I don't desire it. So if that's not the goal, then that's not what she's working towards. Right. I think that putting that desire on there, that qualifier, is kind of separating it out, because if that's your goal and that's what you desire, then maybe you'll move in a different way. But there are women who are moving in certain ways. There are women who are very feminine and very all the things that they say you're supposed to be, and they still don't have a partner. And so we have to kind of wonder about some of the things that we're hearing and really look within and be like, what do I want, and how am I going about getting what I want, and do I have to requalify? So that's when settling comes into the place, right? Because I think when you settle, you're just kind of reprioritizing your priorities, because as you age and as you have different life experiences, what used to be important to you may or may not be important, especially when the things that you're placing of top importance is not getting you the outcomes.
Okay.
There's also so much pressure. Like I keep hearing, there's like, it's fear-based, in my opinion. A lot of the times it's fear-based. We keep hearing, who's gonna wipe your ass when you get old? You don't want to die alone. Die alone. You know all the friends and family I done got? You know how many people gonna be around my hospital bed if something happens to me? So I never understood the die alone thing. I have hobbies that I adore and love. I love my own company. I'm not afraid to be alone at night. So, I think men aren't used to seeing women like that. But again, women are conditioned.
Jen, I can weigh in on that one.
I think people are conditioned to do that though too.
Well, you have to pay attention to that. Like, if we're gonna talk about dying alone and people dying or whatever like that, like cancer happens, all that stuff happens, man. God forbid your family members, Jen, like go before you, right? Yeah, I mean, you're big, like it's a gamble. I'm not saying that you should make decisions based in that viewpoint, but there's no lie. It's a gamble.
Well, I mean, your
family and all my friends I know would have to go out before me.
Yeah.
I mean, your husband can die before you, and so can the wife. It's not like you could definitely die alone and be married. So it's not. Mm-hmm. When they say that, I'm like, I mean, I could die alone anyway, even if I am married. So I don't know if that's really a scare tactic that women should take.
No, I don't think y'all should ever fall for those scare tactics. Right. I think it's a reality too, because I know that I help out. I'm helping out like an elderly friend right now, and her husband died. Her husband died, and her kids are busy. And I guess from that perspective, you would think that man, if he was here, he'd be here taking care of me. I wouldn't have to rely on the kindness of others to take care of me. I want to rely on somebody that knows me.
I mean, is that a bird?
My grandma passed, no husband, 92, 93.
That's a bird. Yeah.
Is that a bird?
Again.
We were all in there strong, wiping her down, cleaning her to her last breath.
Can I say something?
It's rarely your husband who cleans.
You all have children, right? All the
I have children, exactly.
Does everybody have kids?
I don't have kids.
See, the women. See, okay. Jen, you just said when your grandmother died, her grandchildren were there wiping her ass and whatever. But that suggests or means that your grandmother had children who then had children. As a woman on the panel who does not have children, I can tell you that is a thought. Like, shit. So is my nephew who's still 30 trying to make a mixtape really the person who's coming to take care of me?
Right.
Like, is that really what we're banking on? Because, you know, it is a thought, and it is, I don't want to say a fear, but it's definitely a concern. And King,
it's a reality.
It's a reality. You talked about when, you know, when you were in the feds, you would see how people came to take care of men. Women came to take care of men, but not so much men coming to return that favor.
They don't.
Women. So if I were a man, I think I would feel more confident that women gonna come and take care of me when I'm old. As a woman with no children, sometimes I be feeling.
But it's a reason for that. There's a reason for that.
There's
a reason for that because at least dealing with men who dealt with incarceration, before they go in, usually it's the men always taking care of women before they went in, right? Usually women, financially, and also they take care of them financially while they're inside. And also some women hope when they come out, that same man that was getting money before is going to get money when he come out. So they come and show support, right? As for women, when they get incarcerated, usually they're nurturing, but they're not providing money for the household technically, right? And usually, a man is not going to wait on a woman while she's incarcerated. That's rare. It's not too many papoose out here. A lot of papoose did it, but that's it.
Oh, I watch Love After Lockup, so a lot of those men do it too.
Okay.
Those people are crazy though. Oh, I know those people are crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I was just adding that I think it's different when you don't have children. That thought of being alone, I think is different.
No, Nikki, that's a good point.
If he was fine and wealthy,
that's true. That wouldn't happen.
But who had money? He had money.
He got a little
fine
money.
And wealthy. I said fine and wealthy.
He's handsome.
Okay.
Not handsome enough, I guess.
Well, you know,
he ain't.
I'm not gonna say that because they got a beautiful marriage. Okay, because I ain't dropping no gems.
He's from the Ville. He's from Brownsville, so I can't see. So, he's from Brooklyn. So
Nikki, that's a good point because I have a good friend who her mother passed away. Like she doesn't have any kids. Her mother only had her.
And I'm an only child.
And she's
like
the only
siblings.
She's the only child.
I know you're coming
from.
She has
a small family. Mm-hmm. And that's a true, genuine concern. Is like, who's gonna? She doesn't want to have kids because she's like, well, who's gonna take care of my kids if anything happened to me? And that's a genuine fear. Like, if I don't get married, I'm not even like gonna even do that. And even though she wants it, and it's like, I don't know, you know, it's the catch-22 for me. Yeah. I'm like, well, if you want kids, you know, you with somebody, but then she's like, no, like I don't want to do it that way because I don't want my children to end up, you know, without a family. I will say that, you know, marriage is a spiritual thing for me, and I don't know, it's not like that for everybody, you know, and so I think that's the reason that this time, not the first time, but this time that I got married,
the last time.
The only time, yeah, this is it. This is the last time. But yeah, this is the reason this time I got married. I don't know that I connected to any other, because I mean I don't fit in the wives clubs. If I get to talking, they be like, "Oh no."
Did you know he was your husband?
I don't connect with you like that.
Did you know he was your husband the first day you saw him? When did you realize he was your husband?
Oh man, no, I didn't know the first day I saw him because I wasn't really thinking about getting married, you know, right away. So, I mean, it was one date though, where I fell in love and I was like, oh, I really love him.
What was the date?
We went to Top Golf. It wasn't really anything like that. We just went to Top Golf and we just had such a good time. It was like one of the best times. And I was just like, oh my God, like I really I really want to be with him, you know? So that's how I knew. And you know, but it took years, okay, years, and don't act like it happened after that night. 4 or 5 years later, here we go. So that's how it went for me.
Did you, King? Did you get on the topic for tonight yet? Because if not, I think what you said about the prison is a good segue.
Okay, let's do it. Let's go on the topic for tonight. Thank you, because I was waiting for the whole 3 hours.
Wait, we haven't talked about the topic?
Nah. So the topic today is
a lot of tricking.
Ain't tricking if you got it.
Trick, hooray!
So the topic, yeah, I'm loving the face was glowing. the topic for tonight is it wrong to cheat when you no longer desire your spouse?
Do I get to go first?
Go ahead.
Wait, King,
On
before
the
you
Queen's
start,
Court,
I'm
Queen's
gonna-
Court.
We're
On
gonna
the
let
Queen's
Mr. O go first, or Mr. F go
No,
first.
go ahead. You the boss.
I mean, the women rule the channel, so we might as well let
It's ladies' night.
the
Yeah, you're
underlings
right.
go
Mhm.
first, and then leave it to the
Oh,
queen
I
to
get it.
bring
He's
it
right
home.
though. Like he
I
said,
gotta go last on this because I know I'm gonna have a different answer than the ladies.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I don't want to influence any answers. Any
so
ladies want to go first?
okay, the question is it once again the question is it wrong to cheat when your spouse when you no longer desire your spouse?
Absolutely, positively not. You are a coward if you get into an arrangement and an agreement with someone and you can't live up to that. So your lame body self takes it upon yourself to go against everything that you allegedly stand for. You're not a monogamous, you're a conformist, and you need to kill yourself.
A conformist, kill yourself. Oh man.
Damn.
Let's not say that. Let's not say that.
My goodness.
Okay.
He went all
Let's
the
not
way.
say
He went
that.
all the way.
Okay, what you think, LB?
I agree with him except for the killing yourself thing. No, you can't. No, if you enter in a monogamous relationship and you're not attracted to your spouse anymore, that spouse owes you for you to tell them the truth. Honesty all the way, and that's for women and men. Honesty all the way.
Okay.
The problem is the lying. That's the problem, the lie. If I'm no longer interested in what we got going on, I need to tell you what I'm about to go do. I don't need to lie to you and make you
Right.
pretend that we still rocking like we was.
Mm-hmm.
No, this ain't what it was no more. Time is our most precious asset.
Ain't
So,
that the truth?
right.
I'm
So
not
for the
waiting at
sake of
anybody
both
anymore.
of us, like we definitely need to come to a conclusion of what we doing. Because
Right.
I'm not gonna waste no more of my time investing my time and my efforts and my money in something that ain't gonna give me the outcome that I want.
That's a fact.
He swung the mic. He ain't dropped it. He swung the mic.
Oh, so Darrell, what do you think? You've been quiet the whole night.
You know what, man?
We ain't hear it.
My bad. Because for me, I've cheated before, so I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I haven't. Looking back on it, I definitely agree, and it wasn't because I was undesirable. It was really because I was a selfish motherfucker at the time. Truth be told,
Undone.
Most of this happened like during my college days, et cetera, but I wasn't really in a relationship. I was more like in a situationship. You feel me? So I agree. If you're in a relationship, a committed relationship, you shouldn't be doing nothing like that. That's very selfish, admittedly. At the same time, right? I go and I always use Insecure as a nice reference because everybody know the show. We got to take accountability for why our partners are out here cheating. It sounds crazy, but you got to take real accountability why our partners want somebody else. In my situation, even up until recently, I had a woman who was living with me. I guess she could be jealous about it, but I wasn't interested in her physically. I was only interested in keeping my family together. And I was very clear about that, extremely clear. For me, at this point in my life, I don't lie to women. And the women who deal with me, they know that. They know if I like you and I like somebody else. They know if I just, to me, it's no point of lying. That's what cheating is tantamount to. Untruthfulness. You had to lie to yourself, lie to that person. I actually want to be with this person, but I won't, et cetera, et cetera. And if that is the case, let that person know. Glow, I want you and I want Jen. Be honest, because then you give both of those ladies the opportunity to say, you know what I was getting myself into. And then it might be a little bit more chill. But when you lying, when you making up shit just because you can't really, stand on your balls and stand on your word, I think that's the issue more than just cheating. Is the lying and the deception, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, I've cheated. It was out of complete selfishness. You feel me? I saw one thing and I wanted it. I didn't care about what nobody else felt. You know what I'm saying? I got it too. So, and afterwards, I never really felt bad. I felt like it was something that I had to reflect on and leave and leave and leave the woman, because eventually what I start to realize is, whether we can like joke about it or not, when you cheat on some of these people, you cause like a lot of insecurities, a lot of mental breakdowns, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And especially don't let these people have children. That can be a damaging situation. You feel me? So now I don't even put myself in that situation, right? You know who I am, you know what I'm getting myself into, and we adults. That's all.
That's good. Damn, Terrell, we need more of that, man. Yeah. Okay.
2022.
2022. We need more of that. Who's next? Who's next up? Kim.
I don't care.
Okay, Wana.
Let me say this. No, it's not okay to cheat on your spouse, because, like, I don't know if it was Hef or Mr. O said, you can always be honest, tell the truth, and let them know what it is. But what I will say is that don't mean it won't happen. And it don't mean that it is not going to happen. Because if your spouse is not physically attracted to you, especially men, because they visual, okay? So whatever he was attracted to before, if he's no longer attracted to, for whatever reason, I don't know why, whatever the issue is, they will behave a certain way, and it may actually affect your marriage if you don't change it, or you don't, y'all don't fix it or compromise or figure out what the problem is. And that's only if he told you, because a lot of people don't tell their spouses what the reason is. They not honest with their spouse. Some of them do. Like, hey, you gained 15 pounds and I don't like the way that looks on you. And so some women are conscious about working out. One of my girlfriends, she always be like, stay in shape. Make sure you do this, make sure you do that. Like, she's been married 16 years, so I listen to her, right? Because she's very fit and beautiful, whatever. Like, I think that sometimes some people don't want to hear that they need to adjust or change for their partner. Like, they think, well, I went through these changes in my life, and so my partner should be understanding of it. And they expect that he or she is not going to change or adjust. But some people, their physical attraction is huge, and if they're not physically attracted to you, it is a chance that they may step out, even if you don't think that that's that could happen. Not that it's your fault, because for me, I feel like I just need to tell you that that's what's going on. Like, I'm not physically attracted to you, and this is the reasons why, and we need to work on it, or like we can end it, and I don't have to step out in order to do that.
That's a great point, Juan. A lot of times, the general consensus I've been hearing is it's easier to leave somebody because their finances is off than to leave somebody because they're physically off. And I never understood that. Never ever understood that. Because
it's just really unfair for monogamists to have cheating in their vocabulary. I do not understand that. I don't eat meat. There's nobody in my circle who has to worry about me being tempted by meat. There's nobody around me who's like, he might eat meat today. He might just. I did my thing on these ribs. I went hard on this chicken. I know he's smelling it. It smells real good. There is no temptation for me around meat. And I feel like if you claim to be a monogamist, there should be no temptation to step outside of your prearranged situation. I don't agree with it. I don't understand it. somebody put me in the mind frame of how this works. People say, oh, it's bigger than right and wrong, and they make all of these excuses, and I'm not rocking with it. I'm not rocking with it. When you come into my arena and I'm saying I'm polyamorous, you are allowed to do what you want to do sexually. Right. There will be no qualms on my behalf. I'm not going to make any excuses or concessions for what makes it make sense to me. You did what you wanted to do because you want to do it. Cool. That's why I'm in this. That's why I do this. Fine. If you're not protecting yourself, I don't necessarily want that to be our situation and arrangement, but you know who has to understand it? Me as a polyamorous. I have to get it. I have to allow you to do it. Now that you're being honest with me, I don't have to put myself in harm's way because I know that you're a dangerous individual and you'll risk life and limb for some sexual release. Now I have the opportunity to make my own decision. But as monogamous, I don't understand where this idea of cheating is even allowed in y'all vocabulary. I went through this millions of times in my mind, even before I even got out of high school, before I was 21. I mulled this around so many times in my mind. Cheating shouldn't even be a word in y'all vocabulary. It shouldn't be an idea.
Okay, now I gotta jump in. I gotta jump in. Hef, I agree with you 110%, but conditioning and tradition is a hell of a drug. Conditioning and tradition.
You are a conformist, not a monogamous.
Okay, right, exactly. So
she said that about me.
People go into monogamous situations because they heard their entire lives that's what they're supposed to be, and I talk about that often. There are a lot of married people who don't want to be married, but the consensus makes sense, to parent home. I'm supposed to be somebody's husband. I'm supposed to be somebody's wife. All the while, it's not in them. What's in them is to be polyamorous, right? But conditioning and tradition is a hell of a drug. There are a lot of people doing things that they don't really want to do internally, but they're doing it because it makes sense traditionally to their family, to their co-workers, right? Everybody wants to be the husband and the wife, and our family is perfect. We have the 2-car garage, I have 2 children, and they go to gymnastics and they play piano, and I have a husband and a wife, and that is how human beings conduct themselves. But when they're alone, looking at that porn or looking at that girl with that fat ass or looking at that guy with the nice chest and the ass, that's what they really want. And they want a variety of that. But they have to stay in that box because that box works. It works for mommy and daddy. And it works for my boss. And so conditioning and tradition is a hell of a drug. I'm going to push back a little bit on what Juana said. When you said it's not your fault someone cheats, I think it is. I think sometimes it is your fault that someone cheats. If someone marries you and you were fine on that day, right? Fine. Like, yo, this is fine. I could look at this woman or this man for the rest of my life. They are fine. I don't fall for the BS. Life happens. You gain weight. Things happen. You have a baby. No. The person who married you signed up for that package. They signed up for that package. Ain't nobody here going to get a cable package with 100 channels, and the cable company's going to be like, we only going to give you 50 year too. What you mean you're going to get 50 channels? I paid for 100 channels. Well, life happens, inflation, our company had to merge, so we're only giving you 50 channels. No one's putting up with that shit.
You love undoing your own point.
If I married you, you were fine. You better be fine 7 years. I don't care what you're
undoing her own point.
She's in pocket. Let her rock.
Wait, y'all need to mute.
Who doesn't call their cable company and say, y'all lied to me, I'm leaving?
No,
y'all need to
She said on the day she signed up for cable, they agreed to give me a deal. And I'm not getting my deal. You still gonna throw money, but you're not giving me all my channels.
You gonna call the company and say, I'm leaving.
Respectfully. You got that option to do that.
Respectfully, F you, I'm out. Yeah. Xfinity, what's up?
You got the option to do that.
Joe Biden, take me out for dinner, baby.
But sometimes marriages, they have so much invested. Their children, we got to see them through college.
I got a question. I got a question for Jen and Mr. O. For Jen and Mr. O and Hef.
I don't agree. Let me say. Oh, go ahead, LB, because you got a question.
do you think cheating never comes into equation with poly and stuff? Is that, might I understand that?
Like,
Poly
here it
or
goes
open?
right here.
There's no cheating there because
this is what this world
But
got
that's
this
not
world got
lovers.
y'all believing that cheating is like when people file for no fault divorce, but they really like, he cheated on me, so I left him. And we live in a world where they're like, girl, you deserve better. You could do bad all by yourself. You don't deserve no man to cheat on you. And I'm telling you, just like Jen was saying, just like this cable scenario, just like the deal. Focus on the deal. When you're getting the deal that you want out of a person in life, you don't get that. Women are quick to say that they got cheated on in a relationship and won't take accountability for that bonnet they kept wearing every night and them extra pounds they put on. And when they said they're going to clean the kitchen in the morning instead of last night, you changed the deal. And I said I wanted these simple things, but you're like, they're simple things, so I can be passive on them.
Yeah, you got the delta
They don't want me
tight.
to hold down
You
the
got
money.
the deltas tight up there.
No, I'm gonna hold down the money and protection, but I still want my clean house and my sex when I want it. And I still want you to look good like you did when I met you. And when you stop doing that, when you lack on the deal, because if I do it the other way, like I lost my job, right? How many women would start opening up more DMs? Even if they was in a relationship. And you got me on a 30-day clock if I lost my job to provide for you or you're gone. So if you put on more pounds and you stop cleaning and you start wearing that bonnet, my part of the deal was I wanted that. And when y'all are like, he cheated on me with a woman that don't even look as good as me. But I bet you she cleaned that house every day and she kept food on the table.
I bet you.
And that's what he wanted. And he told you.
Rebuttal Kim, because the Deltas is mad at the players. I gotta see this one.
Okay, I gotta woosah a little bit.
I'm
So
about to go
just
get my bonnet.
Please, woosah, please, because I want to.
Don't you dare, Jen.
This is crazy.
a couple questions.
Okay.
When we talk about
don't apply to
looks,
Wana.
right?
Don't apply to Wana. Wana is the exception to the rule. Don't apply to Wana.
Okay. Well, everybody else that it might apply to.
I agree, Hallie. I agree, Hallie.
When we talk about looks, I just really want to delve into that really quickly, right? Because I'm just wondering who looks the same, like from the beginning of the relationship, the middle, and to the end. I mean, we have things that happen in life. And here's the thing, just because you look different, I mean, I relatively look the same, but here's the thing. Just because you look different doesn't mean that you look bad.
Right.
And so that's what I'm trying to understand. So we talk about,
you look better. You look better.
Like,
I'm
not, but I'm not finished.
Let Kim finish. Let Kim finish, please. Let Kim finish.
Okay.
Yeah, let her finish. Y'all on the
ladies' night.
Oh yeah, my bad. I stepped on some toes. I'm sorry.
You need to mute them right now.
You didn't step on my toes. I'm
did not wipe our feet off at the door when we came in.
Y'all mute because y'all interrupted Jen too, and I'm kind of like getting a little annoyed with y'all for real. No, I'm just playing.
It's what's in those glasses. Yeah, they over there turned up. My glass. This is
I didn't interrupt nobody. I've been on good behavior. Can't see me.
Okay. So my point was that if we're talking about looks, people's looks can change. It doesn't necessarily mean that their looks are declining. They just don't look the way they did initially. So I guess I'm trying to figure out, and Mr. O, this is when you can step back in because now I'm about to ask a question. Regarding looks, like you brought up the whole, 10 to 15 pounds, whatever. There's some people who could gain 10 to 15 pounds and they still look good. Like they still are attractive. So I guess my point is, are we talking about looking different or are we talking about looking bad? Because I can look different. I look different than I did when I was 18, but I think I look good and I think other people would agree. Okay. So are we talking about different or are we talking about bad or unattractive? Because if I look different and I still look good, that's not an excuse. Now, if I look different and I look bad, then okay, we can talk about it.
So I never said look bad. I said bonnet. And when I said bonnet, they took that as look bad. But
no, I didn't. I was talking about the weight. I don't wear a bonnet. So that's not what I was talking about.
You can't wear a bonnet at night. That's what
you started wearing bonnet and you took that as like look bad. But no, I'm saying it. I'm gonna support this by one of the women in this sphere who actually did a video recently that is to the point. I said bonnet specifically because when I met you on that first date, I told you I don't like bonnets because they're not attractive. And so like Six the Goddess, She just did a video and said, women, I know that we are Black women and we have to protect our hair in a certain way, and that's why we wrap it. Instead of the bonnet, let's put a silk wrap around and then overlay that with the cotton design, because we've been wrapping our hair for centuries. What blows my mind in today's world is that we are always trying to solve problems that have always existed with some new formula. The bonnet is new, but covering our head as Black women to be attractive has always been a thing, and it still exists all over the world. I said bonnet, I didn't say not attractive.
No, I was
I
talking
don't get
about
what
the
I
wave.
want.
You
I
can
was
tell
talking about the
Mr.
wave.
don't date Black women. He don't date.
Ooh,
I was talking about the wave. I
Black
wasn't
women.
talking
I'm
about
just
Black
bonnet.
women.
I'm just saying.
Like you
I
missed
love
completely
Black
what
women.
I said because you wanted me to be upset about the bonnet. I don't wear bonnets.
Yeah, but you
So
said not attractive. I never said not
I do.
attractive. I just said
no,
not getting the deal that I want.
no,
That's
I
what
was
I was referring
specifically
to.
asking you about weight. You said something
No,
about cleaning the house. Okay, fine.
I was just referring to
Paying-
like I was
what
picking
do we
things that
say?
guys are like, or they complain about that change over the course of them not wanting to be with that woman anymore. Some have to be with changing her appearance. Some have to be with her changing on her responsibilities. Some have to be changed with
I
all.
wear a bonnet
Jen,
every
goddamn, Jen,
night.
you a troll. Oh my God.
No shame. No shame.
And look, and Jen still finna get this work. He's still finna get this work. Bonnet and all, I'm tearing thing up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a monogamous. I signed up to be in this monogamous relationship with beautiful Jen. I'm finna play with them toes. I'm finna rub that back.
Toes and all. Oh,
Mr.
Jen.
O, you just like a certain type of woman. That's just what it is. You like a certain type of woman.
No,
You
okay.
like women who don't have to wear bonnets, and that's cool, but it's
Well,
not
no,
a lot of
I
us.
brought that up. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have been particular on the things. I'm just
You
saying,
trying
like
to slide out of the
when I
stuff
meet
you
a woman,
saying by
no,
saying
I
said it
asked
the
you
wrong
about
way.
look
weight.
at this.
said what
Bro,
you
I didn't say
said.
nothing
If you
about
give me
no
a fair
bonnet.
chance.
Look, Glow said just saying what you said.
And you said what you said. Yeah, I heard what you said. I can hear good. You know, let me say it like this: when a man and a woman meets one another, that man wants particular things, and then the other things can be customized. But he wants something from the woman that he's gonna give his time to, and that woman wants something in return. And a lot of the times, the woman wants more risk out of the man, and so they feel like that's their end is negotiable. When a man is risking his life on a daily basis to make sure that family's okay, that's the deal that that woman wants from that man she's giving her time to. In return for that, he wants simple things. I'm sorry we're simple creatures, but we want superficial, shallow, egotistical things from in return for risking our life.
You a
We just
specific
do.
type
Right.
of man.
Bruce Willis.
But
We're
Not
all
hard.
just
You
saying
a
cheating
type
is
of man.
still not okay.
question.
So when you
Cheating is still
No,
it's not
Mr.
okay.
O,
It's
Mr.
not
O,
okay.
you're a
I'm not
specific
saying
type
it's
of
not
man,
okay.
and you know, a lot of times
I'm
I'm
not
gonna say
saying
this.
it's okay.
Men in certain spaces, a lot of times what y'all do is y'all generalize stuff and be like, this is what men think. But all men don't think like y'all.
This
Because
is what
I know men who will be all right with me. Listen, because when I snap my finger, I look good without that bonnet
so
on.
the question
okay?
is why men cheat, right? Like, is that
But
okay,
he
right?
ain't cheating because I got on the bonnet.
Why
No.
is it wrong to cheat?
But here's the reason why they cheat, because they don't feel like they're getting what they signed up for.
And
Can
that was
I,
my
can I say,
question.
can I say one thing against what y'all saying? Because let me tell you, Hef and Mr. O, you guys
Why
kind
not?
of
I'm
make
with
it.
you.
Listen, what I'm saying is you all make it seem as if alternative lifestyles are the answer to men not cheating. And I don't agree with that. I don't believe that, yes, okay, yes, because a man is or a woman is cheating, that she's interested in polygamy or she's interested in some alternative lifestyle because of that. That is not true. And I think that people cheat for different reasons. And yes, I do agree with you that when you make a commitment and monogamous is your thing, that cheating should not even be a thing, but it happens.
Okay,
Human
so
behavior
men,
happens. But
this
that
is
doesn't
what we
mean
didn't discuss.
that doesn't mean that I want to be a sister wife because my man cheated, or that doesn't mean that
No.
that
I don't
doesn't
think
mean
I don't
that
think it
doesn't
means
mean
you
that I
wanna be
want
a
an
sister wife.
alternative lifestyle.
No,
I don't think
I'm
it
not
means
saying
you
that.
want to be a
You
sister
understand?
wife, but it means you're not built for monogamy.
But that doesn't mean that either, because you can make a mistake.
And you have to look inside though and see really what the issue is, because sometimes you can
it could
cheat
be another
and you
reason.
got some things that are going on
valid
internally.
why you cheated.
So
it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not into monogamy.
What if somebody's man is
monogamy means
I got up my Pentecostal finger.
Yes, what I'm saying it is okay. Go ahead, Nikki, because you didn't get to speak, so I'm gonna let you
speak, Nikki. Speak.
So I'm having an issue with this idea that I met you and we got married when you were 25, and I am expecting you at 56 to be the same person in any way, shape, or form that you were at 25 when we married. And I'm not just talking about physically, even though physically, I don't care how in shape you are at 56, you are not going to be the same as you were at 25, 26, 27, 28. But more important than that, I'm thinking about when you marry someone, you're not signing up for stasis. That's not realistic. People grow, people change. You're signing up for something of an adventure. You don't know, this person might decide at 40 they want to go back to school. That wasn't in the plan at 25. This person at 45 might decide they want to start doing bungee jumping. That wasn't in the plan. You're growing and changing with your partner. So this idea of the person I met at the altar, I want you to stay exactly the same as the person as we grow together. I think that's unrealistic.
Sexual attraction,
because you could change.
I agree with you, Nikki. Sexual attraction is different than I want to go bungee jumping, skydiving. I want to be a chef now. I want to be a doctor now. Sexual attraction is different than that. Sexual attraction is here. It's just here.
Right. I spoke to both. Nikki, I want to be honest with you. If I was Mr. O, and I was making a deal, like Mr. O says, to deal with you, and you said to me, in exchange for your protection or your provision, right, I'm going to let you know what comes with me is constant growth. Then that's the deal. But you have to make a man know that beforehand.
I think that's understood. How do you
know it's not? It's not all men don't know that.
Men think that people say that.
All men don't know that. I'm just saying. Look, all don't know that. All men don't know that. All men don't. All men do not know that.
Then those are the men that don't need to be asking anybody to be their wife. Then
that is really immature.
Kim, Nikki, I love y'all. Look at what
I feel a gut coming.
What's the sorority? What I want to shout about?
No, because I do think we're missing the purpose of marriage, and we're missing. But I understand what y'all saying. But here's the thing: what we have to understand is sometimes men are very direct and honest, or women are very direct and honest with somebody about why they're no longer attracted to.
I want to hear the Deltas tell me the definition of purity.
Ooh.
You're not about to try.
Deltas, tell me the definition of purity.
Wow.
In your 9.
You are trying it right
What's
now.
The definition? What does it say?
No, Mr. O, this is not your show.
Right?
This ain't your show, Mr. O.
I was going somewhere with that. I was going somewhere to say that, like, I want to respect that and what I'm saying. I wanted to say that I want to respect y'all's definition and ideology of purity and what I'm saying. And that's why from the beginning, the man and the woman being honest about what the exchange is
transparency,
very important. Because you got to understand, cheating isn't the reason for divorce. Cheating is something that happened when the deal got broke.
Yes.
And if the deal got broke, someone attention got outside of the relationship. It ain't based on the bondage. It ain't based on the weight. It's based on the deal. I'm not saying growth is important, because evolution exists. We evolve. We don't change.
But Mr. O, check this out, Mr. O.
Values.
Mr. O, check this out. Mr. O, they can't value what you're saying, because what you're saying is telling them, give me what I need to look for so I can hold you accountable. They don't want to be held accountable. They want to hold us accountable. They want to hold us accountable. They don't want to be held accountable. They don't.
Not you too, King. I thought we were here.
I'm being honest, because all he's saying is
this ideology that is being expressed right now is the same ideology that says men have a reason to beat women.
But so which ideology are we saying?
I don't look the way that you want me to look. So now you have reason to put your hands on me.
That's not.
This is not what it is.
I get what you're saying.
If you sign up to be monogamous with this woman. As Nikki said, you are on an adventure. Okay. And if you want her to change something in your favor, in your likeness, to get her on your formula, on your same page, hey, babe, I think you need to cut back on them biscuits on Sunday.
Right.
Let's hit this gym together.
Agreed.
This is
That's
not
fair.
permission
No
to
one's
go
pushing
out and
back.
find some new nookie. This
No,
is not permission
It's
for that.
not permission.
You signed
No.
up for the wrong arrangement. Man or woman, if there is anything that can happen in your situation, in your relationship, that can make you feel like I need to step outside of what I agreed to, you got in the wrong thing. You
It's time to
aren't
leave.
trying to be in a monogamous relationship. There is no exceptions. I don't care if he gained weight, if he lost his job, if she gained weight, if she started beating the hell out of you at night. If
Claim
you
monogamy.
are monogamous, you signed up for this, and at this point, if you have reached your limit,
Mono meaning one.
if you have reached your limit, have a conversation. It's time to have a sit down. Let's get the divorce counselor in the room. Whatever it takes.
Yeah,
It's time to
it's
do
time to
something
have a
different.
conversation.
If
But I
you
will
are
say-
going to embark on this journey with somebody,
That's
you
right.
gotta
Because
lock in.
No way, I call Cat
I
because the
agree.
women on the panel just finished telling you. They gave you this whole spiel about everybody changes, bodies change, no one stays the same. So what is it? Your man is gonna bring you that information, and you're gonna take it as
Let me ask
positive,
you a question.
and then change, or are you gonna be like,
No,
no,
actually,
I'm not
no,
the
but
same that
here's
I
the
was
thing.
at 25. I'm 56 now, and you got to deal with it. So I call Cap. So what are we doing, women? Are
Well,
we,
I've been
I'll
divorced.
tell you what I'm
So
doing.
I've been
I'll
divorced.
tell you specifically.
are we agreeing with the men, or are we saying I'm not the same at 56 that I was at 25?
Yeah.
The other problem is that when men change,
I'm not on your
I know I do, but when men change, women
Press
don't.
mute. Mr. O, press mute because they can hear your conversation.
When men change, women don't verbalize it. I do. I will tell you, you have a gut now. I will tell you. I'm not putting up with your gut. I married the six pack. I want the six pack. But women just put up with it while men will not. Men will cheat more often than not. I'm not putting up with your gut. I'm not putting up with, we don't go out to nice places anymore. I'm not putting up with all you do is work and you want to come home and, have your little brandy and sit on the couch. But women will put up with it. Men are quick to be like, well, she in the bonnet all the time. She don't look like she was before. Fuck that. I'm letting you know, just like men should let women know. But women
Yes.
put up with it.
Yeah.
we like
No,
that.
to say that either either gender puts up
Wait,
with it.
Wait,
Yeah.
let me just ask this question
Go
honestly
ahead.
to the women on the panel. A man sits you down and says, babe, you're getting a little heavy with them biscuits, right? I want you to lose some weight. Are you going to be open and be like, oh my God, babe, let me get a gym membership? Or are you going to call your mom and your sister and be like, you know what, he had the nerve to tell me today? Like, come on, let's keep it real. What are you going to do? Are you going to give him the, 10 years ago, now it's 10 years later, I don't look the same. What are you really going to do?
No, my whole thing with comparing looking the same over the years is that just because your looks change doesn't mean that you look bad. That was my point. Now, if my spouse were to tell me, hey, you're getting a little thick, I'd be like, you know what, you're right. Because before he said it, I already knew it and I already felt it.
Let me tell you something. Somebody has done that to me.
Me too.
They've said that to me.
Me
before.
too.
Like, because I did gain weight, and it
Let's
was
take it off the weight though, because like
it wasn't a medical reason.
Beautiful.
It was just
Y'all beautiful.
because.
Let's do it on cleaning. Let's change it to like clean house.
Well, I have somebody
Don't do it
clean
on
my
weight.
house.
Let's do it on
I like where we at
Can
right
I
now.
answer Jen's
I like where we
question?
at right now.
I hired
I
someone
can
to do
evolve.
that.
in what my
Can I
taste
answer
is.
Jen's
I
question?
may want a skinny woman, then I may want one that's thick later. We may evolve together.
Mute.
It's always fun. We can handle these conversations. Don't worry about us.
I'm answering Jen's question. I don't want to answer your question, Mr. O. You can ask the question next. Can we answer Jen's question? How you just gonna interrupt her question like it's a bad question? Maybe you should say this instead. Man, this is Queen's Court. This is exactly why we have Queen's Court, and we don't have no men on it. All right,
I'm muted just for you. Answer Jen's question. I'm muted.
Please, can I answer her question? A man have said that to me, and I agree with Jen. Some women will not be receptive to it. It is absolutely true, and it's factual. So I will say that when the man said that to me, I was initially hurt. Like, wait, but it was the truth. right? It was the truth. I'm bigger than what he knew me to be when whatever. But and I mean, it wasn't like I had kids or anything. So it was just like I was just getting bigger. Okay. So I mean, well, I understood, and I feel like I understood. But even now, maybe I'm a little bit more overcritical of my weight. And sometimes your man will be like, babe, you good. But I'm like, no, I need to lose this, and this don't look good, and this don't look the way I don't fit in this no more. And so, I mean, obviously, I think that it is difficult to criticize women. And I agree with her. So some men, instead of criticizing, what they do is they find what they like. And that's why I said that even though we say that, no, you shouldn't do that, you should protect your vows, it happens. Because when a man is not sexually attracted to you, it depends on how high sex is on his priority list. Because if he's not having sex with you, then what do you think he's going to do? That's what I'm saying. Or if she's not having sex with you, or she's rejecting you, and she's like looking at you like, ugh, what do you think is going to happen? I'm just saying it goes both ways. It's not just man or woman. It could happen with either one. But I just disagree that means that you don't want to be monogamous, because that's what you all are insinuating. That's what Jen is insinuating, and I don't agree with that. So I don't believe that that's the truth. That I don't believe that that's the case. But I understand why you may think that. But I don't believe. Oh, well, because you had you cheated, now you want to be polygamous. No. Wait.
That's not what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm not saying that you want to be polygamous because you cheated. I'm saying you're not a natural monogamous.
That's what I said.
That you're not a natural monogamous.
If you're a cheater, if you are constantly a cheater.
No, not constantly. We don't have to put any expressive terms on it. If you are capable of cheating, man or woman, you are not naturally a monogamous. That's not in the equation for you. So I want to say this. We brought up the subject of weight. And this isn't even in terms or regards to cheating. My mom's doctor called me on FaceTime and congratulated me for helping my mom lose weight and helping her beat diabetes. She has a man. He was incapable of impressing upon her and encouraging her in a way that I was as her son, to help her lose the weight and get in a healthy situation to where she can live a longer, healthier life. So this is what happens in typical, ordinary, everyday relationships. People lose the ability to relate to their significant other in a valuable way. So we are at a place now to where we have to look at ourselves and look at what we're investing in and say, is this really what I'm about? Is this what I really want? Because that's not an issue that I have. As a monogamous, I could see myself dating any woman on this panel and telling y'all exactly how I feel and going for exactly what it is that's going to make me be amazing to you. Once you introduce something into the equation that's going to allow me or make me feel like I need to degrade you or not respect you to the high status that I need to, it's time to have a sit down. That sit down is going to tell me one of two things. Mm-hmm. This is the woman that you want to be with and invest in, or you know what? It might be time to opt out of this contract. We see it every day, all day, across the world, across the board, relationships, jobs, sports teams, economics. It's understood that if this is not for you, you have the responsibility of speaking up for yourself and opting out of this situation. The only time that men are not allowed to opt out of a situation is when a woman ends up pregnant, which is a whole nother conversation, but that one's messed up too. But we're not gonna go there. We talk about something different. We're talking about relationships.
My thing is this. I don't think y'all hearing what Hef is saying, and the fact that we exercise so much grace. We're expected to exercise so much grace, but if we fail financially, we don't get that same grace.
You're on the 30-day clock.
You're correct.
You
I don't think
And,
there's
and,
nothing
and you know
wrong with
what?
that.
I think that's fair.
It is fair.
I think that's fair. So I like that. If that's why if a woman says, you know what, I love a woman say, you know, you don't really make enough for me. All my dudes is tens of millionaires. Oh, word. Okay, thank you.
And I just want to
Right?
say that, like,
1 or 2 million is not going to do nothing for me. I say, okay, you got that.
I want to say that,
But
like,
here's the thing. Don't get mad if I say, once you say, oh, my 1 or 2 million is good for you, then I get to say to you, you know, I need you to be a certain way. And you have the right to say no or yay or nay. It's
You mean for a
fair.
lifetime?
well, I want to say that.
No, not. See, I think
You said for a lifetime?
no. What I think because I think she's thinking that when we say be the same, it doesn't really mean be the same. We know things are on a scale, right? Like as you get older, things are not going to always be there. Gravity, there's something called gravity, right? But but one thing I realized, the thing is for me is I don't need you to be the same, but I need you to put the same effort that you had when I met you.
Okay, see now that
But
makes
no.
more
But hold
sense.
up. Hold up.
Real quick.
Hold up. The same effort doesn't always mean. You know, if you get older, you gotta work a little bit harder to keep pounds off, though. You know that, right? Don't use the same effort, literally. Like, but you know, as you get older, I might have to run a little bit longer because my liquor doesn't come off my belly as quicker for me, right? So this is what I'm saying. I think women don't want to be held accountable for things in regards to aesthetics, but men, we don't mind that because as a young kid, men know we have to get money to get a certain type of woman. Period.
For clarity, we should make a couple of things clear. Like, yes, what he's saying that like men have never had a problem with like
Never.
where they measure up in life, because this world don't have no problem in telling us where we measure up and we make adjustments. But the term monogamy, it's not mutually exclusive to titles like boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. You have relationships that have these where these same titles of husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, wife that are non-monogamous. So just to assume that you're going to get into like a relationship in today's society that we're like, I have a boyfriend now, that means I'm monogamous. Doesn't mean you're monogamous unless that's something that y'all discussed as terms of the relationship that you in. And also in the chat here, just for a little bit more clarity, he said something to the fact that like monogamous people are jealous and have feelings too. If you look up the definition of polyamory, right, it clearly states that jealousy is a calculated risk that's eliminated when we discuss on how we bring someone into a poly relationship. It has nothing to do with jealousy. They factor that out.
So, and I wanted to comment to that comment in the comments. There are people who claim to be monogamous. There are people who claim to be polyamorous who aren't really about that. They want the ability to exercise their freedom, meanwhile holding you to a different standard than they're willing to hold themselves to. And LB asked, is there a such thing as cheating in the poly world? Sir, yes, there is. There are women who engage in agreements with me all the time. And then you see the hypocrisy start to come through the woodworks. They want me to do something and live up to something that they're not willing to do and live up to. So do I get cheated on? Yes, but not as the same in the monogamous world. So what I'm left with is the responsibility of saying, hey, we signed up for a certain something. You're either about that, not about that, want to be a part of this, don't want to be a part of this, but you're not going to make me feel bad about me being who I am and living up to the expectation that we agreed to. So
LB guy in the comments, man of prestige, I think it was.
Yeah, it literally says
we have changed this entire conversation to be about what y'all, the polygamy, monogamy, and this entire.
So we're talking about the word cheating.
First of
You
all,
gotta take the word cheating in
to,
context.
This is not Mr. Owen Hep show. This is Queen Kourt. We're supposed to be talking from a woman's perspective. I don't even want to hear what y'all got to say no more because I really could care less how men see it. Women want to talk about it from our perspective. Okay. Yes, me, Kim, me, Jen, we all got a different perspective and opinion about it, but that's what makes us great because we are a panel of diverse women. Y'all want to take it over, talk about polygamy. I don't care. Actually, polygamy do not solve all issues. Jealousy and all kinds of things that exist in monogamous relationships exist in polygamous relationships. People cheat. People do the same exact thing. So don't sit here and advertise it like we're so great. And if you get in this lifestyle, you're going to just have a great old life. No, you're not.
Gotta stand by one.
Hey, put me down with Daryl and Michelle.
You can get cheated on by 3 different people instead of 1. Now I got 3 men that's cheating on me, not 1.
Oh, that's funny.
It's rules of engagement. It's rules of engagement with everything.
I got 4 women playing me, not just 1. Come on now.
I gotta stand with one on that one.
You're absolutely right, Wanda. We are wrong. I apologize for whatever I said made you feel a certain way, and I take full responsibility for that.
Listen,
it's my fault.
I'm a filthy, dirty man. Forgive me for existing.
I'm sorry. Ladies' night.
I'm going to find the nearest clip and go jump off of it.
Yo, they're gonna have a movie one day.
I will never disrespect you
I
ever
let y'all
again.
talk for a long time
out for the rest of the night. I am not allowed to post any videos and do any.
No, I let y'all take over our show, and y'all still taking over our show. I let y'all talk.
Let's get
and
back
I just had to get you.
Let's get back to the topic. Is it wrong to cheat when you no longer desire your spouse? I said spouse specifically because men become undesirable as well. Okay. So I don't want this to be a when do women become undesirable? Men become undesirable as well. I've been in relationships that started really, really yummy. And then after a couple years, I was looking to the left and I was looking at my guy like, okay, this isn't the guy that I met. So men and women both equally become undesirable. The question is it okay to cheat? That is the question.
I'm gonna push back. One of the few times I push back on Jen. I'm just damn. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to push back on Jen.
Pepsi, I'm hyper now.
Right. I want to be honest with y'all because I'm so happy to be a man because men, we don't have to, and I'm talking about aesthetic, we don't even have to look aesthetically appealing. Women love men for their power and their aura. Of course, you will love somebody that's aesthetically appealing, but women love power and aura. They love that. Like, for example, me, I got more girls after my face got paralyzed. The level of girls I dated was amazing. I can't even smile for real. So I know men that are heavy, but when they walk in a room, everybody respects them, right? Women don't have that luxury. Their beauty is associated with their aesthetics. Our beauty as men is associated with our wealth or our resources. So we don't really go too much. Like for a woman to not find me attractive is because of one thing. It has nothing to do with aesthetics. It has to do with me not keeping my word, me not being consistent, or me not having drive. That makes a man ugly. That makes a man ugly.
You done. I got some push for you.
All right, that makes a man ugly to me. A woman. Okay, go ahead.
So here's my push for you. I've been to Turks and Caicos, okay, and on the flight and in the bars and on the beach was nothing but women married to wealthy men looking for mandingos, right? So she may stay with that man who looks a certain way because she feels safe and she likes shopping at Neiman Marcus, okay? But she will cheat with what her type is or what she's more attracted to. So you may be respected when you walk in, but are you going to be respected to the point where she's not going to cheat? Because I saw those ladies coming off that plane and they were well oiled and ready.
And they do that in Morocco. They do that in Indonesia, where these are certain hubs for certain women who have wealth. and they
right.
go
So
there
when
and
those men become undesirable, or maybe they were undesirable from the beginning and she just wanted the money, but those men are undesirable to those women. They just feel safe with those men. Those women are out there getting the booty they really want.
you know, I'm going to be honest with you. What you're saying is the truth, but it's a small percentage. I really believe Henry Kissinger just said it. He said power is the ultimate aphrodisiac.
I agree.
And I'm telling you, I got more threesomes when I was running for office.
Here's the thing, power is.
But I didn't even win. I ran for office. I didn't even win. I got smoked, and I got more threesomes running for office for the possibility of winning a seat, not in the governor, a city council, and they all knew about it and they all accepted it. I'm telling y'all, men have a luxury.
That sounds like a lot of fun. No, initially it is an aphrodisiac. Yeah. I'm just saying that after a while, those men become undesirable, and then women go out and go get what they really like. Initially, it's powerful. We want the guy that walks in the room and is commanding. He has a commanding a presence, and people are listening to him. Yeah, but for how long?
But see, that's the thing. The only time a powerful man or a man with resources becomes undesirable when he's no longer consistent.
Bezos and DiCaprio, that's all I'm gonna say.
She looked at him, but she wasn't leaving him. She's not dumb.
I didn't say she was leaving him, but she would have smashed that night.
You think so? You think so?
I think so. I think so. Women who are married to wealthy men, what do you think that joke comes from? Messing with the pool boy or messing with the gardener?
I'm gonna. So if that's the case,
the milk man.
If that's the case, then Steve Harvey's in trouble.
Steve Harvey?
Yes, you know who he married? That woman. Come on now.
I know who he married, but you don't have to say. I know who he married. I get it. But then he's in trouble. Then right? He's in trouble.
You think that? What's her name? I forgot her name. Whatever her name is, his wife. You think that Steve Harvey? What's her name? Marjorie.
Harvey.
I don't think that Steve Harvey is her type. You really
no, yes, I think that's her type because everybody she dated.
LB, can you speak?
No, LB, let me tell you why LB, before you go, the reason why that's her type because she was messing with top drug dealers from I believe it's Tennessee. One of them, she was messing with top drug dealers. She just likes powerful men. That's
who she likes. Who were fine. They were fine. Okay, Steve Harvey looks like Mr. Potato Head. I am talking about type aesthetically. I know he's her type here.
Okay? Oh, so they cheated on Biggie. They cheated on Biggie then.
Okay.
They cheated on Biggie.
I don't know if they cheated on Biggie, but they probably would have eventually. That's what I'm saying. Initially, it's an aphrodisiac. Initially. Now you got Biggie sweating on you 7 days a week for a couple years. The pool boy is going to be very attractive. The trainer is going to be attractive.
She's so
I don't know.
Who did Cassie leave? Right when she left Diddy, Cassie got with their personal trainer.
The white guy,
and training her.
Yeah, but here's the difference because Cassie. I don't want to talk about people, but Cassie was talking to Ryan Leslie. Okay, talking to Ryan Leslie.
Can we hear what LB had to say? Because I'm
my bad, LB. I'm sorry, my bad.
I'm just curious.
No, you're good. No, I agree with Jen. Ain't no. I have never had an experience where the girl was like, "You fat, but I still want to sleep with you." I've never encountered that. I've seen it. I've seen a good-looking girl with a fat dude, but I don't know what that situation is. I always like, what? My face is like, so I don't know. I don't know. I think I
had a chubby boyfriend.
No, let me tell you.
Are you still with them? No, I had to be like that, but are you still with them?
There's always a Gordito that gets all the girls. Let me tell you something. Some girls don't want to be with a man that looks better than them. They want to be the prettiest one in the relationship. So I already squashed everybody's argument. Some girls don't like to have someone that looks better than them.
But here's why. You know why? Because guys that are usually very attractive are players and they're trouble. They're a problem. It's not because I don't want someone prettier than me. But a man prettier than me is going to be a problem that I don't want to deal with. Now, if I could find me a stud, a gorgeous stud who's going to be monogamous,
I heard that before.
And not fall for every woman because the women are going to be after him, I'd take a model any day. But it's a problem that I don't want.
I just want y'all to hear that. She basically said she really wants models and she settles for regular smegulars, degulas.
No.
Thank you.
No.
Kim, how do you feel about this?
I mean, I think physical attraction matters. I have not ever dated someone that I was not physically attracted to. Like, I can't foresee myself being in relationship with somebody that I don't look at and be like, okay, yeah, you look good. Like, even the whole power thing. Yes, women, we love being with men that have that power dynamic, but I just can't do it. And I've met some really nice guys, some guys that have really positioned themselves well. I can't do it. Maybe I'm shallow, maybe I don't know, but just like no attraction? Nah, no, can't do it. I have no interest. I have no interest in doing it. I think I'd rather be with someone who was, I don't even like using this term, but regular, that I was attracted to versus someone who's very popular, very powerful, that I wasn't attracted to.
Kim, have you ever cheated?
Ooh, you put me on the hot seat. Don't do that.
Well, that's the topic, baby.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Yep. Surely did. Surely have.
So you still consider yourself a monogamous, even
Oh
though
gosh. Okay. Mute them.
Yeah, I thought we was getting them out of here.
Well, yeah, it's 1 o'clock, and I know Nikki has an important legal matter to attend to in the morning. So we want to cut this. We want to, end it right now, and everybody, please.
Yeah, y'all can keep going.
No, because I have a point. I have a important sexual matter to attend to. But
Oh my goodness!
Everybody ain't able.
He has to preserve his monogamy.
Okay.
Yeah, the mole. It's the mole and monogamy is me. Don't forget.
Look, Jen, I'm on my way over.
Right. Yeah. Listen. So what I'm gonna say is have a good night. Thank you so much. It was a great talk. Tomorrow is gonna be a great day. 9 o'clock. I don't know if I'm going to do a pre-show because I got to make up for the time lost in my love life to particular people. So
wait a minute. Tomorrow's my birthday party. Dress him first from the waist up because we can only see you from the waist up anyway. Bring your drinks.
Hey, we need to have Bonnet on the block. We need Bonnet on the block for the birthday.
Right. Yeah, Bonnet on the block. You are funny. Yeah, but definitely.
Just get cute ones.
That was the funniest shit ever.
Right. And please, everybody go and subscribe. Me and Daryl are definitely dropping this as soon as possible. And I want everybody to support our documentary. It's called Surviving Lapeef. It's coming real soon. Please, just go Listen,
I like the song. I
love the song. I love the song, but it was a joking thing. Survival of Peace is actually hold on. Survival of Peace is actually a serious issue, but we want to put light on it. Hopefully, we don't have to drop the documentary soon. We just want everybody to be easy. We comical now, but it will get serious. So everybody just be easy. Everybody in that had played a part of it, except for Jonathan Barronville. He really didn't play a part, but he needs to mind his business. So let's start 2022 well. Right. Let's stay out of problems. Let's stay out of beef. The only people we want to go to beef with are people that could explain why people are leaving their channel. That's the only people we want to go to beef with. We want to make sure that you didn't sleep with anybody or use your platform to sleep with anybody. We want to make sure we want to tread lightly. I'm telling you, tread lightly. That goes for everybody. That goes for the TLAs. That goes for the Lapeef. That goes for the Rillas. Tread lightly, because I'm not the one. I'm really who I'm tough in real life, though. I try to be humble. I'm really tough, though, in real life. So I'm really tough in real life, though. Goodness. So with that being said, and that's Kappa sign, sorry. So at the end of the day, with that being said, I wanna have a good night.
Wait, for 2022, can we get it straight? Is it Daryl or Darrell?
Oh,
can we get it straight?
You know what, Jen? I was born. Shout out to Guapo and his lady, our lady. But listen, I was called both my whole life, Jen. I was named Daryl. My father's name is Daryl, but my family called me Darrell too. So, I'm cool with either one.
Okay.
To be honest.
That's settled, everybody.
Yeah. Right. So with that being said, and I'm blocking people 2022. So I'm just gonna be able to talk about you. Y'all can't talk about me on this channel. That's what I'm doing. I did that I'm gonna do it to Eat Black. I know he's watching. He just don't want to show his face because I'm gonna block him. But I'm computer literate, but I know how to block you without, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna block you. You don't have to worry about blocking me because I don't go and check your page anyway.
Jen, take the bonnet off. Jen, take. It's
no, please. You don't talk to my woman like that.
My bad. My bad. I didn't
take it on. I don't think you understand. You on Queen's Court, so you know what? I'm gonna put it all the way on. You don't tell me what to do.
And she finna put it up there.
Crazy.
Put the hair inside. Yeah, right.
I ain't gonna front though, Mr. You got a point. If I had a yacht, private jet, and she's living comfortably, not working, I don't want to see a bonnet either. But if
you can wrap your hair like you did.
No. But if she has to work and she has to do everything, I'm not gonna complain about that. That's what I'm saying. If I'm giving you the life that you want, I have the right to say I don't want to see that.
I see you, Daryl.
No, bonnets are not attractive.
We need to protect our hair. Get over it. Get past it.
So wrap it. Put it in one of the wraps you did the other night. You know how to do that.
You and that bonnet.
I thought y'all wanted black women to have natural hair. So when your hair is natural, it don't wrap. You can't get no doobie with 14.
No, like I said earlier, we know that black women, like I keep silk pillowcases because I know that black women.
But you're not answering my question.
So I understand that you need to wrap your hair at night with certain styles, but you don't have to wear a bonnet. You can actually wrap it in a silk wrap and cover it with a cotton one on top. African women been doing this since the beginning of the time.
And
the bonnet is a new creation and it's not attractive.
You can keep it cute.
Don't wrap
that DM, Jen.
You can keep it cute. You can. I agree.
Yeah, you can make it sexy
a certain way, and I get it.
Just stay sexy. The way you got your man is the way you gotta keep him. So if you got him putting that shit on, keep putting that shit on.
I love you and the bonnet. Come through. I cooked your favorite meal tonight.
My channel does not co-sign. My channel does not co-sign any of this.
Hey King, I heard you. You set the standard. I heard you.
Over that, right? Because when Guapo was here, it was like, yeah, we tired of the wigs. We just want you to be natural, be natural, be natural. Then it's like we want a doobie wrap.
I didn't say that. I didn't side with him on that. I tried to get Guapo to understand that how he deliver a message is not going to receive. I told him because he came at me. He said, "Come on, Mr. O." I said, "No, you got to understand like how you saying stuff. They're not hearing you." And my point was to get y'all to hear the message. There's a better way. I'm not saying I'm out the door because of the bonnet but I'm damn so saying that like one of the things that I want is you to stay attractive and sexy, and there's better ways to take care of your hair. I can't use that as an excuse for you to like, well, I'm less attractive, because it wouldn't work the other way. You know, if I lost some of my income, or I bitched up in a situation where your life was on the line, you don't want to negotiate on that.
True.
Yo, I'm gonna be real with you.
You wearing the bonnet to bed?
Yeah, because that's what I want.
Let's keep it.
Manosphere algorithm had a good point.
That's what I want. I don't like bonnets.
Knocked out defending your honor, and you can't wear a bonnet to bed.
I don't like bonnets.
I had an issue with I had an issue with this woman. When you get in a relationship, you tend to really you dress up when you outside, but inside you dress down. You feel me? Like it's the craziest thing. Like you don't dress up for your men anymore unless you're going out. That's a big issue that a lot of men have.
Right. After you get married, it's like, oh, I got him now, and like that's not fair.
Right. King, put up Terry's comment, please, so everybody can see it. My birthday announcement.
This one?
No, the one before that, for tomorrow.
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
I hope to see y'all tomorrow for my birthday party.
Yeah, we're gonna be there. Me and Terry gonna be there. That's gonna be that's my date for the night. We're gonna go. We coming together to your party, and she's leaving with Mr. O, because we're all polyamorous, right? I'm joking. She's going.
My next show after that's gonna be to bonnet or not to bonnet.
You funny.
That is the question, right?
On the screen. Yeah, we here.
I'll bring the squad out.
Yeah. No, I'm dead serious. Y'all gotta come out and party too, for real. Cause I'm spending some bread tomorrow.
Just for Jen.
But I'm spending some bread. But Jen only told me the bread.
I'll show up for Jen.
Turn into a party. I'll take it downstairs. I'll get the pole.
I'm being a trick tomorrow.
Like y'all, if y'all want to do it, we can do it.
I'm being a trick tomorrow because according to Jen, if you spend money, you're not getting none. You're a trick. So I'm a trick tomorrow.
Yeah, I told her.
I'll put my money in my pocket gladly.
Yeah, we're gonna have to all put it in though. But we can make it a party. We can take it downstairs.
I feel you.
Do y'all want to?
I might go to the strip club tomorrow. I ain't going front. Yo, can I do that? Can I go to the strip club and put it on live?
19 tomorrow or what?
You stop.
Huh? Listen, y'all. Listen. Check this out. Only on conversation with King. Ishmael Muhammad is my ex. What's up, Ish?
Oh,
for real?
I like this comment.
For real?
Dead serious. You see my life?
No.
Now you want
what are you talking about? What happened?
I just like this comment about not shading the bonnet. That's all.
That's my ex.
But I didn't know. Yeah. Okay. Well.
Wow.
On that note,
yo, that's
that is my queen.
Yo, Jen, can I
party tomorrow? My party
tomorrow. So he's gonna come and throw some bread tomorrow then. Listen,
man, that was just my thing, Bunny.
You know what's Jen? Why is it Jen? Can I ask you a question?
I think y'all heard my
message. Can I ask you a question? You know what's crazy?
That's right, because it's my birthday / monetization
party. You know what's crazy, Jen? It's crazy. We had this show and our exes came up. That's love. That means your thing must be different.
Her thing. Y'all want us to bring girls up for your party?
Yeah, bring some girls.
Girls, yes, the more the merrier.
Somebody said, Ishmael, you're my hero.
Do y'all want strippers? Funny. Do y'all want girls on the pole, or y'all want a conservative?
Conservative.
I know we got the pole downstairs.
Conservative. We're not trying to get shut down.
No strippers. Okay.
We don't want to get shut down. If they
don't want to get shut
down. Oh, that was nice though. That was nice.
I asked first.
Can I?
Why are you doing that to him? Don't do that. He's so nice.
I didn't do anything. Can they pole dance in tights?
Yeah, we can. Well, it's hard for the grip, but
I didn't know that. Okay, never mind. I don't want to mess up there.
We can do like shorts.
Okay.
Shorts.
Whatever. You know, we just can't have nudity.
Yeah, we won't go too hard.
You put on the UPS driver
whatever
shorts.
you want.
FedEx shorts.
I'm gonna roll out the red carpet, baby.
You know what's so crazy, Jen?
What?
Why do you just have Ishmael come up on TLA so he could shut the whole thing off with races? That's crazy.
Because TLA is not a concern of mine.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but if they knew you, they would know that that's not even.
I don't care because people gonna, no matter who you are, people gonna have their notions or belief about you. I can't fight everybody. I don't care about
right. But they don't do their due diligence. Like Guapo come up here with not having context, just saying things and not having anything to, you feel me, Darrell?
Oh, I had put in the comments. Shout out to the lead, but the lead, he seemed like the kind of guy that exercised women and men options. And then when it comes to when it comes to Guapo, we have a 56-year-old man who flew his, sorry,
Can we
Guapo.
say omnisexual?
Exactly, right. We have a 56-year-old high value man who flew in his woman to cry about her online, who could teach me and Mr. O, and he could teach us about women, right? That was his whole thing. And one else I want to, Guapo, he said he was taller than me, et cetera, et cetera. He never said he looked better than me. So at the end of the night, I thought, damn, Guapo girl really want me. I think that he got ED. I think Guapo got erectile dysfunction. Real talk. Yeah, I'm saying he saw me. He saw my motherfucking jawline.
That is funny. We was just talking about that. That's hilarious. That's funny. We was just talking about that. I was gonna tell you when I thought I had that. I thought I had ED when I was 20. No, hold on. Let me tell you the story
right now. What's happening?
No, I'm gonna tell you. I thought I had it when I was. I thought I had it when I was 29, but it wasn't that. It was. I started being mature. I can't sleep with someone that I'm not mentally attracted to. That's why I started. Shout out to Blue Chew. Yeah, before I could get it up for anybody, right? But I have to have that connection. I can't just do it for anybody no more. Yeah.
I'm the same way, man. I'm the same way. Hey, LB, you silly as hell. Shout out to Blue. But yeah, man, I think that those dudes are goofy. TLA, like I said, I'm pretty sure. I mean, TLA did a show on Laqueef when he was talking about big buzz. Like some people in Atlanta, they go to clubs and they pay men who are hung. I'm like, why the fuck are you interested in that? But again, that him and Guapo, they butt buddies. Shout out to Guapo. Oh, my bad.
You saw how he was defending him. He was defending him like that was his girl. I was like, oh my goodness.
Man, I said the same thing. You would never say that to him. 5 seconds later, I've never met this man. It was crazy, but shout out to Guapo.
My birthday tomorrow, please be there or be square. It's gonna be the first party we have.
Tap in.
And I'm on my ego thing. So nobody's gonna spend more money than me. Promise.
On my channel.
No one's gonna spend more money than me. X, new, future, nobody. Nobody.
The conversation we had about tricking today, y'all are
no disrespect to you, brother.
You can't get a Chuck E. Cheese token out of me after the day.
No disrespect to brother Ishmael. It's all love. But tomorrow I'm setting the precedence.
I ain't got a Chuck E. Cheese token.
I'm throwing the bag. So I'm telling you, whoever's throwing it, please know I'm gonna outdo you. Promise.
Jen, is Ishmael a good guy?
He is. He got to. He bagged her.
Okay.
Good night.
She ain't kicking him out.
Now
She's not kicking him out. Nothing.
Now it's a good night.
It's not my stream. I can't kick him out.
Oh, okay.
Good.
You ain't talking bad about him. You ain't saying nothing negative.
Leave him alone if you want.
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do that.
I don't do that tomorrow. Have a good night.
Wait, he's coming tomorrow?
Good night, Nikki.
Is he allowed tomorrow?
Huh?
Is Ishmael coming tomorrow?
Oh, Ishmael. I don't know about Ishmael.
Yo, this is crazy. Yo, this is spooky.
She's like, y'all know I'm gonna have to deal with this when we get off, right?
Why? You in trouble?
You gonna have to deal with this shit when we get off the line?
Who?
You.
You talking about my ex from years ago? No.
Yeah, he gonna hit you up. You gotta deal with this drama. Is no drama? Okay, cool.
We'll
leave him alone.
Nah, Ishmael's a cool dude, man.
We'll leave him alone.
It's all in fun. It's all in fun.
I don't want no problem. I just want to celebrate her birthday tomorrow. I want every guy to come out there and throw money. It's her birthday. That's all.
And we are gonna have content though. We have topics on the table for my birthday.
Nobody care about no content. We throwing bread tomorrow. Nobody care about no content.
I'll be showing up. I'm showing up.
Yeah.
I'm doing 1 check and I'm out. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to the strip club.
No, you're not going to nobody's strip club on my birthday.
What?
I'm sending money, so why can't I do that?
No, because you gotta be here. What the? It's the freaking first monetization.
I'm gonna come. I'm gonna be in an Uber going to the strip club with on the phone. And I'm gonna throw the bread. Nobody's gonna top me.
Just bring it
no
out.
No matter who comes, no one's stopping me. I promise you that.
Okay, but you better be at the party.
Well, I was gonna do it 2 different cams.
This is gonna be the first of many. This is the first conversations with King monetization party.
Right.
Okay.
I'm not coming if your ex-boyfriend coming in. I know how shit happens.
I don't know.
They get shot up like that. No problem.
I didn't been in these situations before, Jen. I know how to handle ex-boyfriends. Look,
yo, Kim, you know how that goes. The ex-boyfriend comes, I don't want no problems. I'm out.
Look, I know how to take turns.
This is the ex from years ago, y'all. This isn't from years.
That even makes it more scary. Look, we were talking about.
I know how to take turns.
We was talking about what's that thing? Selena's assistant. Yes. The only thing crazier than Selena's assistant is
still alive.
Boyfriend. Man. I don't know. This is spooky. This is different.
We're gonna make it a party. We're gonna change the location.
Yelena was her name, I think.
The block is hot. The block is hot, hot, hot.
The block is hot.
If all fell. Yo, shout out to this show, man. We love you. It's get wicked out here, man. I need it tomorrow. She get wicked. Hey, yo, do me a favor, Jamel. Bring the Britney.
I heard they catching bodies who might be like, what you saying? On spread about the streets and I'm probably like, who you playing? I feel like with my nigga that say about what we had. Ain't gonna take none of your charge, my nigga, like what you saying, what you saying.
Hey.
She get wicked.
Yo, I'm obsessed with fucking Lapeef. I'm obsessed with him.
You've been having a lot of fun with it.
I'm gonna ruin his life. Listen, at the end of the day, when all said and done, yeah, I'm gonna ruin his life. I promise you.
What the hell?
No, because he's Nigerian. They think they got better jollof than us. I'm gonna ruin his life.
Did you say
he's not Nigerian?
Did you say better jollof?
He thinks that's better jollof than Ghanaian man.
Like jollof rice?
Yes, jollof. Jollof rice.
Look, I will kill a newborn baby for jollof rice. I love jollof rice.
Oh wow.
You're gonna get me demonetized before I get monetized.
It's very similar to arroz con gandules.
It's very similar to what?
Arroz con gandules.
That's very long, and I won't be able to say that.
But say it again. It sounded good. It sounded good. Say it again.
It was sexy.
It was.
Gandules. It's similar to jollof rice, but it's all Caribbean, food. So it's similar.
That sounds like you need to bring protection with. Bring your magnums. Bring your magnums.
Magnums.
Say it one more time, Jan.
Magnums. Wait a minute, that's a whole other show now.
You walked into that one. Stand up to
the
listen. Y'all know how the little guys coming.
We've been on here for a minute, but I gotta go now. Save the energy for tomorrow, but tomorrow for real, please, fellas. Even if you come with $5, $10, $20, $25, $30, not everybody's gonna be able to throw what I throw, but it's all respected. You feel me? And I'm just doing it for my ego. That's what I'm doing it for. But if I go to a strip club, I'm cutting it short. But I gotta go to the strip club for the last. I gotta go. I haven't been for the whole year. No, I did 3 times. But
I'm talking about Half and O said they gonna have some girls in the background on the pole.
But I can't touch them.
I can do a strip club.
I can't touch them though.
You can't.
We gonna have everything at my party. Stop. Just be still. Be still tomorrow.
Strip club vibe here.
I'm not used to that, Jen. I'm used to my girls waiting for me to come home.
Just let me know what the limits of YouTube is, and we will push the limits.
No, I'm not missing Jen party for the world. It's her birthday. I'm actually trying to keep her online to 3 o'clock so I can be the first person. I think Ishmael's trying to be the first person to say happy birthday, but
The bus guard, sí, por supuesto, yo hablo español.
Baby, come back. Love me like you used to.
Kim, help me out. Kim, help me out.
Baby, come back.
Yo, y'all so stupid.
Y'all are silly. These
what? But no, hold on. This is what it gets real bad at. How long ago, Jen? Because mine was like the last.
2 years.
Huh?
She said
Years,
years,
like-
right?
Like 4 years. Like 4 years.
Oh, dang. You said years like it was strong, Jen. I thought like 10 or 12.
Yeah,
Boy,
yeah,
that's not
yeah,
that
yeah.
long.
Oh, that's recent. That's like recent though.
That's not 4. You know what can happen in 4 years?
A couple double backs.
Jen, I'm tired of being a secret. You need to go on and tell everybody. Like,
It's true. I'm half ninth girlfriend.
You better stop playing her.
Nice,
Yo,
nice.
listen. Yo, let me tell you
Call
something.
me
Hev.
Everest. You
Yo,
have
yo,
That's a lot,
listen,
man. That's I can't.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Have you got to chill out. I never in my life met a soft Ishmael. Never. Every Ishmael I
that
met
sounds
was tough.
accurate. That sounds accurate.
Every Ishmael I met was
That
tough.
sounds
Relax,
accurate.
relax.
He has very thick toenails.
Yeah.
That sounds accurate.
Okay, on that note, you guys, it's been wonderful.
gonna
Jen,
hurt
I will
you.
see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Please
fellas.
don't strike my channel, Ishmael. Please don't strike my channel.
I'm out. Y'all have a good night.
Good night, Kim.
Good
All right,
night.
You
peace,
a
y'all.
leveled approach.
No.
A leveled approach for the win.
All right. Peace.